Right. So, when we last left off, Jackal, he dealing with his shit, so he went back to camp. Hopefully his ass don't get, killed, souped, stewed, or even casseroled. I mean, I'm sure Gruma's are ways. We made a new big guy, Gaz, not wrong. Gaz, yeah, the big guy. He's even bigger than a big guy, right? This is a kooky old man. Kind of like him. I'm not really into smooth skins and all these. They're all kooky in their own way, but this guy, he's kind of funny. Let's see. We did that. Oh god, yeah. So wargs, we got 3 of them. Razanov. See, don't kill me. I corrected myself. Right. Don't look at me. Razzie is now the alpha of 3 new wargs. It's pretty cool. He got new puppies. We almost died. I almost died. Will almost died. We almost died! Holy shit, mate! Anyways, so, we got that. War Chief is not exactly the most happy, but we got some of the mission on. So, instead of the farmers, fuck them, this is for you if you can't see it, but it's to the farmer. Instead, we're going to be meeting up with some bandits. East, west, and west, too. I don't know if these are the bandits or not, but three of us are stuck in a fucking hole again after we just got our shit together. Some dumbass named Cannon Fodder, fucking fuck hair, right? That guy approached us with his merry men and one person who probably is running passive and shit. I don't know. But 2 strong people are down, and it's just me and Razanov doing spells. It's going great. We're totally not going to die again. So, that's a wrap. Hope you enjoyed, and see you again.
Okay. Beautiful, Zaku. Okay, so as the party now stands before the might of Sekirek Conan Fudar, the party bespits themselves with the 4 tribesmen with their multiple spears in hand, ready to strike and attack, as the wood elf next to him pulls out a long bow and arrow, as the party looks upon themselves and the ground beneath them as they just hear, "I'm not dead yet!" And everybody may now roll initiative.
I recommend you roll
first roll of the day.
Oh damn!
I took we took that recommendation to heart.
What did he get? Oh shit!
I was waiting to roll so low that I was like, yes, yep, definitely too hot.
Oh no! Oh dear!
There we go.
It's what I expect at this point.
I no longer see Juno. No,
wait,
that initiative.
Wait, I thought you had. No, wait, no, that's later.
Oh, hey, Jeff's here, almost.
Hey!
Jed will be on in a second. He.
How do you get a point?
Hey guys, 007!
It is 007!
There's just no time to die! Oh god, this is this. Hey!
That's right. This is what I wanted.
Gas rug, but it's like...
Oh damn, okay, everybody's in. We are beginning combat, guys. First up is Cole.
No, it's not. It's Vex.
It's
oh, Vex! Go, Vex! You
he didn't click his token.
Oh, didn't I? Hold on.
You did not click
your
token.
I'm so sorry.
You lost your initiative!
Can somebody
roll,
please?
Wait.
Now he has to roll again. 20 doesn't count.
Damn it!
Oh no!
Dude, I
horrible.
already had you put in there, man. So
this is-
you said you didn't get it either there, Judah?
No.
Okay, what'd you roll? You rolled a 9.13. Okay, 1 second.
Yeah.
Oh, he gets to put his stuff in, but I can't. This is.
I put yours in!
Oh, thank you.
To see you roll again. And get more. I knew that if you rolled again, it would be awful. So I wanted to see
That's
it
a
happen.
1.
There's only a 5% chance of it.
Okay, Vex,
Same.
you are lying prone on the ground on your back in this 20-foot deep cave with 2 large meaty boys more or less lying on top of you, weighing a couple, probably close to over 2,000 pounds together. What are you
Sounds
doing?
hot.
Beefy lads.
Max is just kind of trying to cough, and he's trying to just kind of slip his way out of underneath these 2 guys, and she's like, "Oh, come on, no!" Should I roll a strength check to get out, or?
Well, no, you don't have to. You're crawl. You stand up for half your movement.
Okay.
Gotcha.
I'm not
And
gonna.
I assume-
I'm not gonna punish you to crawl out from under them. That's a flavor. Okay, so you stand up. That's half your movement.
Okay. And it's probably twice my movement to climb up, right?
Yeah, but it's gonna be a small athletics check to get up.
Damn.
Because these walls, this is a pit trap. It was designed to not be easily climbable, but it's a DC 10 athletics check.
Okay. Well, I'm not really good at that, so. You know what? Screw it. I guess I can't really do anything else until I get out of this damn thing. So. So it's athletics.
Yeah, DC 10 athletics. Okay,
Oh,
so you
alright.
just you guys look over and see Vex kind of trying to climb up the wall like a rabid rat, going ah!
Jesus, please come out.
Oh God, get me out! Get me out! Get me out! Get me out! And he just can't
I
seem to
don't want to
get.
be eaten by trolls.
And that's your turn, Vex. You still have your bonus action if you want to do something.
Vex just turns back to Grezok. He's like, "No offense, I'm sorry."
Get on my shoulder!
Wait, what?
Get on my
Get
shoulder.
on his shoulder.
Oh my god.
Okay, Vex will get on his shoulders, like on the other half of his movement.
Okay,
So,
you're up on his shoulders. Okay, that's your turn.
yes.
Cole, you are up. I will say now the athletics check is a 7 for next round because you're on his shoulders. Or Grazar can carry you up at a disadvantaged athletics check because he's carrying a person while climbing.
Fucking eat him, just kind of.
They can use his action to throw him too. Yeah, he can eat him up if he wants to. Cole, what are you
It's like
doing?
throwing a baby. Just go 1, 2.
Kick the baby.
So Cole. Cole goes, oh god! Okay, so Cole, seeing 3 people down, literally down, he just kind of looks over to the others that are far away, right, our opponents. He yells out, "This wait! Hold on, we're just chilling here. We're friendly people." Can we just focus out for a second?
You say as Parsix fucking looks over at you. You're standing next to a skeleton man. I feel like your pitch here is like.
Listen. He just leans over to Parsix. Just don't say anything. Let's see if maybe we can talk it out. So he's gonna look at them. Hopefully, just kind of puts his hands up.
So you're trying to fake your way out of this by saying you're not evil. Roll me a persuasion check, Cole. Deception, yeah, deception check, Cole.
We weren't even looking for them. We were looking for other bandits.
Well, you're
Like,
part of a organization that's sole objective.
Plus,
is
you
to
do
kill
not
this
know
person.
why or how they're here. They did say
Evil.
specifically you are the group they were looking for.
Evil is subjective, so don't even give me that, okay? Just saying. We're just on one side of the fence. Whether or not it's greener is completely up. No, in fact, we are the greener side of the fence. Exactly.
The only thing that makes me evil is the willingness to murder an ally to get a kill.
God.
Hey, well,
Also, I
some
just
people
noticed-
are like that. Are they like us? No. Okay,
No.
just saying.
I just
So
saw your
roll me a
finger
deception.
angry.
Roll me a deception check,
Deception.
Zaku.
Okay, ooh. 22!
Pretty good. When you do so, Conan Fudar looks very confused. Nobody else is buying it. But Conan Fudar looks very confused.
These are not the droids you're looking for.
I don't know who you're looking for. We're just a couple of bastards passing through, and he's gonna look over to Raznoth because he knows that he at least can attack from far range, right? So he looks over to him, gives him a bardic inspiration because I'm assuming that my deception roll was my action, right?
Yep, that was your action. Yep.
Okay. Yep. He's gonna give it bardic inspiration, gonna look over at him, just like, see, this is where we're friends here, right, Raznoth? Just kind of hopefully looking at him, just like, you know, here's a little boom.
Okay, next up is Natty Softshade, the Wood Elf. Michael, what are you doing?
Well, first off, I will say, Raznoth, you do not have to accept that bardic inspiration if you do not want to.
I take the buff, and he takes the buff, but you can see him, like, sharply inhale when Cole calls him a friend.
1d4 psychic damage.
You see the Wood Elf turn to the man in the armor and just go, I believe this is the one the farmers were talking about. As she lazily draws her bowstring and aims it at... Cole's the closest.
Fuck!
Roll a damn 1d3, you jerk.
They're gonna attack you with their longbow.
They're not gonna hit, so I don't see what the
15?
That hits.
You take 6 points of piercing damage.
Oh, hey, it's Jet.
And the second attack, Michael.
I was getting there.
Yeah.
They hitting you once, they're gonna just be like, why not? And just hit you again.
What the fuck?
Does a 9 hit?
It does not.
Alright, so the first one lands square in your shoulder, but the second one kind of like flies past your head.
Hello for the first time, Jet.
I didn't think we're friends.
Almost.
Well, technically, you made it before your turn in combat comes up because you don't get to roll the initiative till the end of this combat round. So you're technically on time.
You
I will
good?
say that Cole, when being hit the first time, he gets stabbed by it, and the second time around, because he just kind of like reeled back a bit, that's when he accidentally dodged it.
Okay.
Totally was on purpose.
Tribal Warrior's turn. You're going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
35, 40, 40,
25, 30. Dash up right next to Cole with his spear.
What do you mean?
You were the one he could reach with his spear. Raznoth, you're up.
Okay, I've got a question.
Yes.
A 20-foot cube, is that like 4x4?
Yeah, generally. What are you doing with the 20-foot cube?
So it would be like that if I cast a spell that had a 20-foot cube.
Depends what the wording is, because depending what spell you're casting.
It just says I cause a 20-foot cube to fill with stuff.
Oh, what's the spell though?
Stop.
I'm gonna GM layer it because I don't want to reveal it to the party.
That's gay.
Wow. I need to read it. Yay.
Is there a way to actually send this all information through to the GM silently?
Yeah,
You click on GM. Yeah, okay. 20-foot cube filled. Yep. Okay. Yep.
Oh,
Okay.
right,
That's what it looks like. Yep.
Okay, so it would be like that range. Okay.
This is juicy. This is also juicy.
Didn't realize it was the end of turn thing. That concerns me. Okay, no, I'm not gonna cast it just yet. I'm gonna.
The reason I need to ask is because depending on the cube determination, you have to cast it from yourself. That's why I need to see.
Ah, I see what you mean. Yeah. 7 feet, 80 feet. I'm gonna save those. I'm just gonna move. I can move very far. Okay, cool.
Mm.
I'm going to move on. It's going to be 15, 20, 25, 30. And from there, I'm going to firebolt the archer.
Okay.
Oh, okay, that didn't roll an attack. Why is that not rolling an attack? It's output to attack.
You click on you just click on the attack on your sheet, not on the spell, man.
If it's on the, it's in the core.
Yeah, it should be in your core section. You hit it to attack.
Okay,
Well, that'll miss.
So
So you ha just sizzles out as your finger goes. Bloop.
You sneeze during the middle of the
That's
incantation and just.
disappointing.
Yeah, just.
it's all Cole's fault.
Yep.
Kodan Fudar looks around confused, going, I do not know who I should be attacking, but that orc look like that red fellow goblin in the distance looked like he was trying something. And he takes out his longbow and takes a aim shot at Raznoth.
Can it be a purposefully trick shot so it rolls a disadvantage because he's trying to be too flashy?
He doesn't need it, trust me.
Oh no. It's not
On the other hand, an 18 to hit, because I rolled high.
How many hit points do you have?
You take 7 damage.
Oh, that did a lot.
Yeah, fucking did.
So you have a low hit points from
You
That's
should be at 9
wizard.
HP, Raznoth, not 7 HP. 16 minus 7 is 9.
Ah. Yep.
That you know, being fair to yourself. As he goes, ha ha! I did the bullseye! And
Yes, Dan. Yes, you did.
that's his action. That's his turn. So, Paro Sticks, you're up.
There's like a sad sounding breeze like a tumbleweed as Cole says, we come in peace, and then get harrowed by arrows and then about to be assaulted. And be like, I walk over. I do want to say, Heath, if I use my help action to extend my flag lance down into the pit, can I only assist one person, or can I assist all of them?
Generally, you're assisting one person for it, because you're holding
Okay.
your action to lift them up, so you can only do that once.
That's fine. I will do this instead. You know, I'll skirt around. And stab this guy in the back.
Yeah, it's a
What
plus-
time of day is it?
You guys are like afternoon.
Got it.
Bam. Damn it.
9 misses. It's like, right over top of the guy ducks under it, goes with his spear, just kind of knocks it off to the side, and kind of does like that twirl spear move.
4-6 opens his jaw like surprised Pikachu face.
Just his jaw just opens up.
Oh,
This
His jaw's
tribal
literally
warrior.
hitting the ground.
It's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Takes a spear and you know what? He'll toss one of his spears at Poro Sticks.
bring it.
You never say that.
Bring it!
21
Yeah,
Mhm.
damn
Roll
straight.
for it.
No,
for
he
4
must be an 18.
damage.
That should be an 18.
No, pack tactics.
Oh shit.
Oh, sorry for that.
Pack tactics!
Heath!
Wait,
Heath,
what?
what is you with? What the fuck is up with you and pack tactics? Do you not learn how this went last time?
What
Because
last?
I remember how it went last time, and it wasn't good.
There was no
Heath.
pack tactics for you guys last time.
Not in this game.
Heath, nurse flank. Also, Heath,
They're
give the enemies pack tactics.
Tactics.
That's just what the tribal warriors have for abilities, guys.
I hate it here. God damn.
I want to sigh.
This guy will dash to next to Cole.
Why me? Why me?
This guy goes 5, 10, 15,
More
20,
tumbleweeds in
25,
Power
30.
Six's head. Like, why?
Picks up
Why'd you
his
try?
spear and Yeah, goes after Cole.
What the fuck? Why?
Because you're in range.
Fuck off.
I hate it.
Fuck off.
15
Listen, I
for 6
know.
points of damage as you watch over this spear just right into your stomach.
You know, it's probably safer in the hole.
Okay, Quill, you're up. So you spent half your movement to stand up.
I know, I'm tinking. Because I thought of something like relatively funny, but unfortunately I don't think there's any takers. Whatever.
I might be a taker.
You can always ask.
I want to make a sexual innuendo out of that! Anyways.
I mean, I was gonna say.
I think it's already
Like-
had a sexual innuendo at this point.
Cole gets
We
stabbed
are
in
in
the
a hole.
stomach.
What's it called?
Cole wanted to get stabbed and impaled, but not like this. So.
Quill just...
But other words, if I were to, I feel like standing up, like getting up, is like a terrible idea right now. Like it's like
I'm just gonna lay here.
we got cover, we're safe. You know,
Quill just starts
the
digging his
archers
own
can't
grave. He's just gonna start piling the dirt as like, we'll just get it over with.
Yeah.
It's all done.
We're making our own
Nothing to see here. Oh,
I'm
jeez.
gonna go play Minecraft.
Got that mud mask going on.
No, I mean, it'll be really easy for them later when they're basically shooting fish in a barrel.
Michael, have a mouth and speak. Whatever. Okay, fine. Let's see. I'm going to climb. You skewered me last game. I don't want to talk to you. Okay.
I should have killed you, is all I should have done.
Well, you no, but in all seriousness, let's see. I want to climb up this way and move over here, over next to Coalboy. If I'm not mistaken, yeah. For the sake of optimal success, I don't know how far. If I climb up here, how much more movement do I have?
So it's
Not
gonna
sure.
take you a minimum of 40 feet of movement to get out, because you're at half speed
Oh.
climbing.
Fuck. Okay.
So you're gonna need to dash to get out.
Yeah, because I don't have an armor movement anymore. Haha, that's so much fun.
Would his aggressive count?
Does aggressive count? That's actually a good point.
Roll me a perception check, and I'll see if I'll allow it.
Understood. Okay.
'Cause
Good
technically,
at
you were
these
20
guys.
foot in a hole with nobody standing directly at you, but I might
can
allow
hear
it.
footsteps, man.
Okay, I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
And also, you hear the screams of Cold dying.
Yeah, I want to head in that direction.
Literally heard the sounds of all his party members dying, except for the one who's already dead.
Thank you. Thank you for the inclusion.
Death inclusion.
No. So, okay, if that's the case, then can I use?
Yeah, I will let you
Can
use
I
your
use
bonus
the
action.
aggressive?
You can use your
Alrighty.
aggressive. Still, it's an athletics check of DC 10 to get out.
I'm not taking my fucking chances.
Raging.
Let me
Oh, and I
think.
forgot his
I
eyes.
have
Damn
to be
it.
smart about this. I have to be
Yeah.
real, real smart about this.
Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
Actually, in this particular case, I guess I would like to, instead, actually, just because I believe Rage is a bonus action, so Rage, and then climb out using a dash. Because that way I could actually use my bonus action for something productive and not get immediately skewered, at least to the same effect.
Okay, so you got a
no
rage
promises,
for your
though.
bonus, and then you're going to climb out. Gotcha.
Yup, and I'm gonna go right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, here,
You're
let's
welcome.
roll the thing. Strength or athletics?
Athletics. It's athletics.
Okay.
Just make sure to stay away from the hole, because they can push you back in.
Noted.
It takes 5 of them to push him.
I'm
back
really glad I decided to do this, guys.
He's trying, dude.
With a rage like, almost
Guys,
barely
guys.
making it out.
Advantage on strength checks, guys.
I know,
Yes.
you barely
I
making
know.
it out. You're as you pop up finally, you still have 20 feet worth of movement left.
Oh no!
No, wait, no,
is it okay
you
if I
used
move over?
you have 5 feet worth of movement because you spent 15 feet to stand up.
I know. Is it okay if I can go over here?
Yeah, that's fine.
Instead? Okay, cool.
Help! Ow! Help!
Alrighty. Well, I can't do anything other than that. So, do I have any other movement? Do I? I'm not sure. Because five for. No, I don't. Never mind. Yeah, I think that's the end of my turn.
Yeah, 1 sec. I'm just getting back to something.
Okay.
Okay. The next two are coming up. So this guy. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
And then he dashes into the pit.
Actually, I'm just measuring something.
I am.
It's like a punching attack from Dark Souls. It's
Yeah,
he'll
Quill is in range, so he'll toss a spear at Quill. Not at advantage, because pack tactics.
That works for ranged attacks too?
If a creature is at least one warrior within 5 feet, the creature is an ally, isn't incapacitated. Yes, it works with ranged.
Well, fuck!
Shit.
It's why rogue kobolds are fucking insanely deadly.
Yeah,
I won the hard way.
So that's 22 to hit.
Nice.
For 5 reduced to 2 damage.
Nice. Yay. Feels good.
Hey, Ryu, tank!
I'm dying. I'm trying. I really am.
This guy will also toss a spear at Quill. You know, he's gonna do it at Cole instead.
What?
Why not throw one at Porus?
Listen,
I already threw it at Porus.
friendly. I was trying to talk it out, and y'all gotta fucking bully me.
Porus literally did a pincushion this entire round of combat.
I'd like to just reiterate, Forrest sticks is tumbleweed.
19 to hit for another 5 damage, Cole.
Oh my god.
It's like that scene. It's like one of those scenes where a guy just gets riddled with bullets and it's just like.
Gazrog the Slayer, your turn. Spend your happy movement to stand up.
Well, I'm standing up. You said it was 40, 20 feet to get up?
It's 40 feet to get up the hole, out of the hole area, because you're at half movement climbing.
Okay.
If you want to carry Vex with you, I'll allow it, but your athletics will be a disadvantage if you do that way.
Does this help with anything?
Really see.
No, not in this case.
I mean, I only
Okay,
weigh like 50.
It's more the fact he has to hold you and climb versus the weight.
No, I'll just grab Walter's back.
He's just holding onto my back.
No, I'm actually on the cage where the old man is. It's like, man, it's Ghost down here.
I mean, I'd let them do it just because of big
I'll
guys.
allow it, Vex. You're going to have to make an athletics check too to hold on.
Okay.
Vex the
So you
people.
fall off as Grasshopper starts climbing. It's an athletics check, not a strength save, but that's the same for you. So you get up fine. So use your action to dash up. So where do you want to go? Put yourself up where you want to go.
Did Vex fall back in
When
the
I
hole?
climb up right
Yes,
here.
Vex fell back into the hole because he was not able to hold on to the.
Gazrock doesn't even realize.
Okay.
No, Vex and I bonded. He's still in the hole.
Let me see. I don't really have anything else, so I guess that's it.
Okay, guys. From the distance, you hear the sounds of running padded feet and a coming from the thing as off from the distance you see riding on the back of a warg, holding his cowboy hat high.
Oh, I thought they were coming in by themselves, not with a warg.
I'm allowing the warg because they probably could use the assistance at this point. As you
Is it
see,
one of my wargs?
yes.
Hell yeah.
You see Druckle riding a warg on the back of a warg.
I hate it here. I mean, what?
Wait, did you ever level?
Tumbleweed.
Surprise.
Oh shit,
Oh, yeah,
Druckle, you're level 2 right now, buddy.
Sweet.
So roll your initiative anyways, and while we're waiting for you, before it's your turn, just level up. The character mantle will make it 10 seconds, so you should be fine.
In before he rolls 25.
That would be fucking hilarious.
So roll your
What?
initiative. Roll your initiative, Druckle.
Make sure you click on your token first.
Okay, click on your token, roll initiative.
Initiative. Where is the initiative button?
Very top.
The very top,
At
right
the
next to
very
your
top.
armor class.
Right in the middle.
Yeah.
Ye-
Oh, I see.
Oh, damn!
Woo!
Solid roll.
You forgot to click on your
I was
token.
close. I was freaking close, guys.
The cavalry has arrived.
I hate it here. I really do.
Is that Druckle? I can't tell. Down here.
Welcome back! Ow!
You get your level up done. Well, Vex, you are once again on your back because you fell again.
Where's the level up?
So you
It's
go
under.
Go on the
Cog.
cogwheel to the right of your sheet where you see the cogwheel next to spells.
Uh-huh.
And then you
Well,
go
the
to
top
right
right
under, at the
scroll
bottom of
down.
that right side, you see Character Mancer, launch level plus Character Mancer.
Okay.
And just click on that and it'll do everything for you automatically.
Welcome to Character Mantle Level Up. Yeah, don't click the top one. The other one just puts you back at level 1.
Which would literally do nothing to him at this point since he's level 1.
That is fair.
Character
so-
will be level 2.
Okay, Vex, what are you doing as you are once again on the ground trying to scramble to get out of here as your companions have left you behind?
Would Vex be able to cast guidance to try to help himself get out?
You can, but that is an action.
Shit.
I
This is terrible.
Guidance is an action, is not a bonus action.
I know. I was hoping. Oh well.
Dang.
I believe in you.
Vex is gonna take out two his. He's gonna like stuff one of his shield on his back and take out his second, like a small knife, and try to dig his way into the ground to climb his way up.
Okay,
Kinda like
I
a
will
makeshift
say
pickaxe.
it is now a Athletics 8 challenge because you're using knives to climb out.
Thank you.
Making a 50.
Come on. Come on.
Oh,
So once again,
sweet baby. Oh.
Vex is like, oh no, Vex almost makes it out of the hole, and he's like, I did it, and he realizes he throws his arms up, but he realizes he's not fully out of the hole, so he just falls back in again.
It rained recently, you know.
You want to say this makes D6 worth of damage? It's a -1.
I'm gonna say yeah, actually, because that is a critical failure.
Do you mind if I get this one?
I got it. It's alright. You took 2 damage as you poof onto the ground on your butt.
Oh,
You're at the very top of the map.
This is how you die.
Oh,
I love our
Yeah,
healer
man.
killing himself.
I like how whenever I say I believe in you, this is why.
Vex is
Michael
gonna,
just don't anymore.
Vex is gonna take a hide action in the meantime. He's just gonna crawl beside the wall like, next time. I need a minute. He's gonna hide. Okay, that's okay.
Okay, if you look under monsters, you can see the war character sheet for your Druckle. So if you click on enemies and monsters, you'll see the warg sheet, so you can see the stats of the warg you're riding.
I do not know where that is, sorry.
Oh, so you know where your character sheet is?
I see it now.
Okay, yeah, enemies, and then go
Okay.
under monsters, and you'll see the warg. So the warg moves
So do
at
I have
50
control
feet.
of this, or is it going to be NPC?
You have control of the warg while you're mounted on it. So basically, your movement is the warg's movement. So when mounted combat
So I
works
can't
is
take a double.
you can dash, you can move with the warg to move 50 feet.
Nice.
So you can go there with the warg.
Okay, alright, let's start this off. So from up on the hill, first thing first, I'm gonna look down at the ward, kind of reassuring him that we're about to go into battle. All right, you slimy, slithering little wolf. You don't like me, and I don't like you, but we got us a job to do. Now let's get in there and knock some heads.
The warg looks back up at you and goes, "Why the fuck you don't get stuck with him?" As the warg does speak perfect goblin.
Jet, I missed you.
So anyways, move your token where you want it, and I'll put the warg where you are. You got 50 feet of movement.
So I get 50 feet?
50 feet of movement, yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jeez, not much movement at all. Wait, was that 50? Oh, I grabbed
That's
the wrong
25 feet, man. Yeah, I'll move the warg. You don't have to control the warg token.
You can get up to.
Yeah, you basically get anywhere at this line here, like anywhere here. Oops, wrong thing. Anywhere here.
I suppose I'll get right next to Razmouth. That'll work.
Okay, just move your token next to him then.
No, not there. Here. Oh my freaking. There we go.
There.
Here, I'm here.
Well,
There.
that's one far. You can go there. That's your distance.
Okay.
So Razov, you watch as as Druckle rides on top of his warg and kind of rears up at you.
The hell you standing around for? Let's get in the fight.
He's a goblin, right?
Yes, he's a goblin.
Yeah.
I look at the warg, and in goblin I just say, "You may eat this one too, if you wish."
It just kind of looks at you with a slight smile.
Okay, Druckle, you still have your action. And your bonus action.
Let's see. I don't really have much of a bonus action I can do aside from a dash, but then I'd have to get off the warg.
Well, you took a second level into rogue, right?
Yeah, so my cunning action is just either a dash, a disengage, or a hide.
And you can't really hide on top of a warg.
And I mean, I wouldn't want to either. I'm a cowboy. I don't hide.
No, you can make an attack.
Jeez. Do I have that with a small, with a hand crossbow?
Yeah, your hand crossbow is a one-handed weapon.
I'm just saying that there's a tree in my way, and he's all the way over there. I'd waste the ball.
Who were you aiming at?
Yeah, who are you aiming at? This guy right
one
here
right
is at
next to
30
the
feet.
goal.
It's pure sight. You're fine.
Oh yeah, you got
What?
it.
This
I
tree
mean, Druckle,
doesn't
you-
matter?
Which tree?
Aren't you
This
a
tree?
goblin?
No, that tree's not in the way.
Oh, okay. All right, yeah, sure. Well, double hand crossbows. I will brandish my weapons. I'm taking aim. Let's take a shot. Let's see. Roll for what? Dex.
No, you should see the weapon on your sheet. Just click on the weapon.
There we go.
That just hits. So you roll your sneak attack damage as well because he is adjacent to an enemy. So that's a D6 at level 2, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay, so roll an extra D6.
Izaku, I got a question for you on the art channel.
Ooh, another 5. You strike this guy with the crossbow. It's like, ah! As you get him he's looking pretty hurt after that.
Nice.
Yes.
You guys have made progress.
Your usefulness outweighs your abrasive personality.
Okay, next up is Cole.
Alright, so.
As
Cole's
Cole
not
is
doing great.
surrounded by tribesmen at 2
God,
HP.
okay. Yeah, because if I move, then it's gonna be attack of opportunity, and I'm gonna fucking pass out. So, he's looking around, and he's just, holding his stomach, holding his shoulder, getting impaled, just like, yeah, God damn it! All right. And he's gonna put a healing word on himself. Can you put a healing word on yourself?
Of course, yep.
Yeah.
So he's going
Just
to
don't. No, I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah. No,
Yes.
don't knock on wood.
That's. Oh great. Oh, actually, quick question. To the DMs. So now that I'm level 2, are there certain? Oh, so like any of these spells I could do either at level 1 or level 2? Like it
You
doesn't
don't have
matter,
any
or
level
there's...
2. You don't have level 2 spells till level 3, Zaku.
Yeah.
Okay.
Spell
Alright.
slots have their own leveling system.
Yeah.
They're
If you
not
look on your
connected to
class,
character level.
if you look on your class table, it'll tell you what your spell slots are per level.
For most
Okay, I just-
classes, every 2 levels you get it. So every odd number, you get a new level.
Okay, cool. Then
Right
in
now,
that
you
case-
just get. Right now, you just got additional first level spell slots, so you're up to 3.
Yeah, I have 3, which is great because I need them. Right, so he's gonna do a level 1 healing on himself, which is what do the thing.
Continued.
Remember, gotta collect the thing, not the thing in the spell slot. It's also on your front, like next to your weapons. I'm pretty sure healing spells are also put there as well. I think.
Well, whenever you
Yeah,
cast
if
your
you
spell
set
card, it'll ask you what level you want to cast it on.
There we go. There we go. There we go. Submit. Again.
Full healing.
The knock on wood worked, lads!
Knock on wood works. Thank you.
Yay for
So he
Thank you, IKEA. Knock on wood.
Thank you, IKEA. Is it real wood though? We don't know. But he pulls out. Well, actually, no. There's a spear. Is the spear's like still in him, or like what's going on?
Basically,
Don't worry about
Don't worry. The flavor is you just kind of yank it out of your belly and let it
Yeah,
drop.
he just yanks it out. He's just like, this is non-consensual knife play. And he's gonna look over to Quill and just fuck him up, mate. And he gives him a little slap on the bicep and gives him a part of inspiration as well.
That's a bonus action. You can't do that, Zaku.
Oh, I can't.
Nope, you can
Yeah,
only
you can't do 2 bonus actions.
Oh, because healing word is a bonus action. Right, it's not an actual
Why it's
action.
such a-
Yeah, you
it's
still have
why
your
it's such a
attack and
spell.
stuff.
Sensual stab.
Okay, shit. Never mind. Sorry, Quill. You ain't getting shit. Sorry. I am learning. Okay. In that case, he
Stab
will.
someone.
Or insult their mother.
Running is probably a better option. But
I am gonna get hit twice because I am being flanked. Right?
actually,
I will get,
I'm
like.
yeah. Maybe you might want to run. Yeah, you might want to disengage and run as far as you can in that direction.
Zaku, do every bard proud and insult someone to death.
I will do
Don't
that
listen
from
to Michael.
afar.
He practically killed me last week.
I did last week. He just didn't let me finish the job.
How will Quill die this week?
I keep forgetting that disengage is a thing, so that will take away the.
Oh, I love that
Yes,
series.
you won't
game.
get attacked. You can disengage and flee, yep.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna. He looks to Quill. Well, buddy, good luck, and he just starts booking it as he disengages. He's not gonna. He's gonna run away. No, he will do his part later when he is at a safe distance next to his friends on the ward. So.
Go even
Well,
further. You have another 5 feet of movement. Why
Did
stop
you?
there?
I'm only 30.
feet.
Oh, I saw.
Yeah, that's 30.
I saw. Oh,
Nah,
wow, I'm
30
dumb.
feet.
Sorry, I only saw the 25 arrow.
So, yep, that ends his turn. Running by, just like, hi, dog, hi. And-
Okay, you are up, Michael, as it is now Nate's turn once again.
Seeing how this goblin on a ward just came riding in and shot one of the men, she just goes, "You know this is going to get out of hand, right?" As she takes 2 shots at the goblin on the warg.
I love how nonchalant this NPC is.
This is just a fucking Tuesday for her. Okay.
10.
Every day's a nightmare
that'll
because she
miss.
has to work with fucking Kanoon Fudar.
Another 10. No.
So anyways, Druckle, the 2 arrows. Oh, sorry, Michael, go feel free to describe it.
You just see 2 arrows start coming your way. As your warg is rearing up, you see 2 arrows come your way, but the warg gets back down on its front legs, and the arrows just go overhead. And she just goes,
Yeah.
Oh, that was not your best shot. Naity.
Rasnoth connects with this NPC on a spiritual level.
You yell! Oh wait, I guess I understand. The 2 level heads. I get it. I understand now.
Okay, next Tribal Warrior's turn. He's
honestly,
gonna look.
You have no reason to dislike this NPC. They've hurt Cole.
Yeah, they hurt me.
I can
So-
dislike people if I want to. Rasnov has the same energy.
This guy will take his spear, watching Cole retreat. Take his spear with 2 hands and try to shove it down Quill's throat.
Hi.
That's a bit much.
Non-consensual?
Spear play.
That is not the shot I
Missing it
expected
by
very
1 with a
non-close.
12 to hit. Just misses Quill as Quill just kind of flexes it off as the spear kind of just deflects off of his big bicep.
Wait, what the hell's your... Wait, you only have a 13?
Yeah. I did not roll very good stats, my dude.
Rasnoth, you're up.
No, you did not.
Yeah.
That's not what I wanted to do.
Which, I mean, it's fitting for my boy. Hee hee.
10, 15, 20, 25,
That's just Rasnoth keeps fleeing.
Yeah, Rasnoth is getting the fuck out.
Bye!
And he's gonna firebolt the one between. He's gonna firebolt the one that Druckle shot, actually.
Oh my god, Michael.
Alright, that's good damage.
That'll hit for
God.
a little 2 damage.
I just
He's still alive, unfortunately. I love that.
Raro Poro sticks. I love this gacha game. I would show all the money for some Raro Poro sticks.
Absolute perfect accuracy with a tiny pea-sized fireball.
Yeah, that's
You know,
just
at
gonna
least
be
he hits.
my turn. That's gonna be my turn.
Okay, it's Conan Fuda's turn, and he's looking over, takes out his longbow once more. Oh, I suppose I should do another shot.
Please. The sooner
I
we get
think you
this
should
done.
not.
I think I will take on the big meaty one. And he looks over at Quill and pulls out his bow.
Claw.
By the way,
Gazrock just
Thank
like
thank
raises
you
an
so much
eyebrow.
for that.
You're welcome. Guys, off what?
Gazrock raises an
Oh,
eyebrow.
misses completely as the arrow kind of goes wide, just flings back. Huh, well, I did not do a good shot there, but there is always next time.
He's practically the size of a barn. How did you miss him?
Just aim for his ass. You can't miss it. God.
In your butt.
Next up is Paro Sticks.
Seriously, he has the ass of a warg.
Alright. I will continue to attack this guy in front of me. Please. Oh fuck.
That's a natural 1, so you lose your bonus action. You just see Paro Stick go, gets his sticks kind of like stuck in his back armor, and he's like, "Nyeh."
He got it stuck in his ribs. Bless you.
Yeah, just
All
like
stuck, yeah. Okay.
Can you multi-class
Wow.
Paro Sticks into a bard, please? Just for that.
So Paro Sticks is caught. Tribal Warrior's turn.
From the
Got
distance,
to
you
die.
hear a couple yell out, I see you still got glue on that thing.
I see you're still not dead.
Quill, you get stabbed in the chest for 5 damage, reduced to 2.
Got it.
Wait, did Porus gain a personality when I was gone?
Enough to dislike you.
Enough to dislike.
Raznoth appeared and suddenly hate started flowing.
No, what happened was Grovelgrim met your character and was like, that guy? No.
No.
Just no.
This guy will dash down to Grasnoth, the slaver. Ooh, 22 to hit for 5 damage, Grasnoth.
Yeah, that is.
That's offensive.
Does he's like right by where he sticks right through where underneath the arm of Holy Meat, and he goes, "Oh, watch it there, Sonny! You almost nicked me."
If you guys wipe, I hope that old.
Like,
old
what
man
are the
comes in
soldiers'
front of
reaction
the-
to seeing this old man just be caged up by a troll?
They're a little weird, and he's an ogre, not a troll.
Oh, sorry, ogre.
Yeah, that's fine. This tribal warrior. Well, I mean, they've got the 2 beefy guys that they goes after Quill.
Quill is surrounded by men, but this is the worst case scenario.
They're not fun.
So this time you get hit for 6 damage, reduced to 3, Quill, as he just jabs you into the back.
I see that health bar. I see all 3 of y'all health bar.
Hey, Quill,
I'm
you're
chilling, man.
Quill, you're up.
Now, oh man, the funny thing I want to do is no longer the funny thing I can do, but it's fine.
Do it.
No, because like for the longest time I was just thinking about like, what if I were to just take one of these guys and shove them into the pit? But
Yeah,
It falls right on top of Vex. Vex is like,
Vex is like, okay, guys, I'm gonna
Fall
do it
into
again.
the pit
He just
with
sees this
his
guy.
mouth.
You know what?
what I
it
wanted to
funnier.
do. What I wanted to do initially, right, is that if they were going to be close enough, I wanted Quill to just like climb up, grab one of them, and just rip them down.
Now imagine you pick one up, throw them down as Vex is just getting to the top of the hole.
just down by the flip-flop.
Vex is no good that day.
You know, guys, when I first posted about Vex having a very powerful day because it's April Fool's, it's not turning out that way.
He was the April Fool all along.
It turns out I was the fool.
I was the fool! It was me all along!
Okay, so yeah, he's gonna go ahead and deal with this one. Yeah.
Okay. Make your attack. You go reckless or go normal.
I have that ability now.
You do. You
Getting
level
it more
2.
is the last thing I need.
Well, they have pack tactics, so you're already
have
kind of
advantage.
screwed.
Yeah, you're right. That's a good point. That's a
You
very
have
good
nothing
point.
to lose.
The only disadvantage is the fact that the 2 archers would also have advantage on you, providing they are targeted.
Well, they've already been doing that. So it's just like after multiple times getting cleaved with his eyes glowing, he just goes ahead and immediately after that one missed attack, he just goes ahead and turns over and just wordlessly takes his axe and just goes for a sideways swipe.
Okay.
And yeah, I guess I suppose I will make it reckless. Let me just. Okay, that's all I needed to do.
You're going to get it.
Damn! You cleave him in
call
half.
it every time.
He is dead. He did not have that many hit points. He's gone.
I said that April was gonna be the fucking month that my luck turns around, and it's happening.
Oh, that's
just
a
hit them
shame
with
that it's
4 hit
actually
points.
just March 35th.
Anyway,
God,
Okay, Quill, anything else? That was your action, obviously.
of course, I can't do too much else. I guess he's just he's just watching, hyper aware of just his surroundings and whatnot. But yeah,
Poor Vex is still in the bottom
Anyways.
of the hole.
been real nice.
Oh, he'll be fine.
This guy moves around to flank.
Fine. I
need to check
need
on him.
help.
I need healing.
Check on him.
Okay, this guy only gets a 15 or 17 actually, because he's flanking, but he still doesn't hit as he deflects off of the back of the armor, not able to piercing Gazrog, just missing.
Quill's gonna need new clothes soon, dude. That shirt is just getting tears and gashes and holes.
It's
don't worry about
avant-garde.
That one just hits with an 18 with the flank to get 3 damage as it gets you right in the legs, Gazrog.
Ah.
Gazrog, you're up.
Do we know how? I don't think the rolls. And yeah, I don't think we've actually really hit anything. Did that hand crossbow actually hit?
Yeah, it did.
Oh, it did. Okay. This changes things. And I guess he's just gonna smack one. He's just gonna smack the one to the right of him. Is there any that look hurt or?
The guy above Quill looks hurt, but none of the ones around you have been touched.
He's just smack this one.
Okay.
Flip.
That's that gonna hurt.
Yep, that hits for 11 damage. Just crack into him. He's still standing though, but
Is he
looking
not
really.
dead?
He's not dead.
I want to pour some light.
Okay.
You want to use the shield and hand next round.
Destroy.
Destroy.
Now that's enough to finish him off as you just pour smite as you watch that energy explode into him and kind of eviscerate him from the inside out.
See this holy energy just transfer. Well, I guess none of you guys can actually see it, but you see the light transfer to the blade as he brings it down.
I see someone die, and that is all I am.
I like to think holy meat flashes like a fucking Christmas tree whenever that happens. Or like a split second.
Vex, your
Marcus
turn.
like Edward from Twilight.
All right. As Vex gets himself back up and he dusts himself off, he's like, "Oh, you know what? Screw this." And you, like in the
And
corner,
falls back in the
like,
hole.
no, you actually see Vex climbing out of the hole, actually somehow, and you just see him turn around and he puts his hand up behind the guy, right here, and he's going to cast Inflict Wounds.
Oh, that hits. And
It
that
takes
kills
14
him.
necrotic.
Oh, shit!
Well, look at you
Yo!
being all cool and shit. I know what you doing.
You don't know nothing, Will. Keep it on the down low, please. I don't want
Okay.
anybody to know.
Druckle, you're up.
From the distance,
Hold on, I'm also going to use
yells
my
out,
bonus stealth.
"Yippee-ki-yay!"
Okay, the hide. Okay, yeah, the hide, you're good and hidden? You believe so, at
Yeah.
least?
Yeah, not the.
Yeah. Druckle, you're up.
Alright, let's see. Well, let's see. I had already shot at this guy, and he's going after Quill instead of me, like a coward, so I guess I gotta kill him.
Oh my fucking god.
I can't believe this guy's attacking the one he's standing next to.
See here, buddy. You're supposed to follow the arrow back to the source. Fire.
I want to keep making comments, mimicking your accent, but I don't want to like interrupt your turn.
You know what? For this particular point, if I were to disengage, would the warg have an attack on this guy so that I can try and go and help Vex?
Tactically, no.
Actually, no.
Plus, you can't see Vex right now. For all you know, Vex is on the top of the hill. You see Vex, he's right there.
Well, I mean, I'm going to assume that the pit is like level on ground level, you know.
For the purposes of what you see, Vex is Vex's
Is the red ball.
is the red ball. Yeah, he's
There's
there.
two-
Oh my
there's
god, there are
three
three
Vexes.
Double
team.
all over the
Shut up,
place.
Jutsu!
You see a Vex right here.
Do have disadvantage on your next stealth check for that.
Oof.
How dare you
Was it
insult
worth
the
it?
greatest anime of all time?
We're not talking about
Not
Hero
a read.
Academia. I'm sorry.
Excuse me. Excuse me, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood is clearly the best.
You guys
No,
are all
no,
You're
you're
normal.
right. One
You're right. I
Punch
can't
Man.
argue with that. Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood is
I actually
by
not
far the
Fullmetal
greatest
Alchemist.
anime ever created.
You get triple advantage for the rest of the year.
Damn it!
Hell yeah! I wasn't even just sucking up. I agree. Fullmetal
Don't
Alchemist.
watch an anime called Boku.
You see, there are 3 Bokus that I can think of right now, and y'all don't want to know what the 2 of them are.
Zaku, send me a DM because I want to know now because you
No,
said it.
You don't want to know. You
No, you
don't
don't.
want to
wanna
know.
know.
I remember
Okay.
hearing him. I can't remember what they actually are.
Yeah. Anyways, Drekel, what are you doing?
Well, Druckle's gonna have to kill someone, so.
Roko's gonna have to commit a crime.
I'm assuming that since this fella right here is paying attention to Quill, that his back is turned to me. If I were to attempt a point-blank shot, would I have advantage?
No. That
Actually,
outworks.
you'd
In
have
fact, you're at disadvantage at point blank.
Really?
Yeah, point blank shots are always a disadvantage. You have to be at range to do a normal attack.
Oh, dang it. I guess guns work far away.
That was what they were designed for.
Who would have thunk it?
You know what? I think I'm going to, for my action, I'm going to throw a smoke bomb, like, right here, just to help these guys out. And then I'm going to disengage and try and join Vex on the other side of the hole.
Okay.
You have them?
You have a smoke bomb?
I'm a rogue! Of course I have smoke bombs!
I don't think you have smoke bombs. You would have to buy or find smoke bombs. They're just not in your inventory, man.
Is there even an item in D&D that is a smoke bomb?
I mean,
Yeah.
you would custom make one that would be easy, just like
Yeah.
a cloud of
Yeah,
fog cloud,
but, like,
right? Where
Just without like homebrewing, is there something in the game that actually functions that way?
I don't think so, but we could definitely
Sure
homebrew
there
something.
is.
Probably.
Maybe.
Okay, you know what? Instead, let's take out ye old hempen rope. Hopefully
see
I've
me,
already made it into a lasso.
Jesus Christ, that's what that is? Fuck. Alright.
I'm
don't send me
going
a
to
thing.
attempt to lasso.
Okay,
Lasso
roll
is
roll me an attack to see if you can lasso him.
Roll for attack.
Yeah, just roll an
Not
attack.
dexterity.
Well,
Uh,
I'll do
it-
one there.
Yeah, it'll be a dexterity attack, but yeah. Actually, yeah, I guess it is a. Well, that misses horribly. Ah! In fact, you miss so badly, you lasso the dog's your warg's tail and yank at it. It goes. Ah!
Now be careful. I am the alpha, and I did tell that warg that he can eat you.
It just might. It just growls at you and goes.
I will say though, I will mention, Ravnoth is actually proficient with alchemist. So should we procure some of them, I could probably make a smoke bomb.
That is fair.
But
In any case,
would you
Drekel,
for
that
him?
was your
But
turn,
would you?
so
Right.
Do I get my bonus action for disengage?
you still get your bonus action. Oh no, you lose your bonus action when you roll an at one.
God damn it!
Out in the world.
Yeah, that's one of the thing. When you make those rolls, you always lose bonus actions in that one, so you don't have your bonus. Cole, you're up.
There is justice in the world.
Alrighty, so, that he's at a good distance away.
Big quill.
So, I see first of all, my buddy over here, right? That I'm at a far distance. I'm seeing everyone get fucked over. But, God, who is actually...
I mean, both of us are gonna likely get fell in one shot.
Yeah, I'm just...
Make a decision. I'm literally just joking, okay? I already died once, okay?
Deathrock's harder to hit.
I'm just, Okay, first off, I will do an attack because of this bonus action, right? So I see this motherfucker over here who can hurt both the cowboy and the big boy. So he yells over to him. He says, "Oi! Yeah, you with the stupid blue stripe! You should try red and look nicer!" And we'll do a vicious mockery.
Constructive criticism!
Fails! Takes
Listen,
2
man.
psychic damage, disadvantage on his next attack. Still alive.
Listen, man. We are playing a game on the internet. Constructive criticism is very damaging.
That's true.
Hey, that's your action, Cole, so what's your bonus action?
God, and oh, you're being surrounded. You got one over there. Okay, I'm just okay. Yeah, since I guess he's close. Quill's he's gonna look over to Quill, and he's gonna put down my spell slots. He's gonna put in a healing word and just like go beat up the rest of them. Hurry! And we'll. What they fucking are.
You gotta click it on your weapon sheet
I got
area,
it.
yeah.
I get it. And then, whoop!
Okay, 6 HP each back for Quill.
And I'm holding one last one for whoever's gonna fucking go down, so y'all better stay put.
Nancy's up.
Doing our best.
She just looks over at him and just goes, "Next time we should hire more people. Maybe a spellcaster or two." And she takes another shot. Seeing as someone just utterly annihilated a guy in front of her, she's gonna go out to Grasnog.
Oh no.
Miss, you can't fucking hit. That's illegal in this country.
Just misses.
Exactly. I am the law.
Let me see here. Oh, she's gonna take another shot at him.
That one hits. For 8 damage.
Yep.
How much damage?
8.
I'm down.
You'll be fine.
As the first arrow deflects off your armor, the other one just kind of like pierces you right in the side, and you just feel something pop, and you go.
But he kills the guy in front of him when he falls.
Yeah.
He crushes him.
Now,
Don't make me roll a die, guys, because he can also fall down the hole.
Oh
She's also gonna just take 5 feet of movement to move next to him, and just be like, I think it might be time.
Okay. Raznoth is up.
I don't like that.
Nice. This guy
nice.
below Quill get hit, or is it just the one above him?
The guy above him was hit. The guy below is untouched.
Okay.
Might be worth killing the guy below.
I moved
Oh
pretty
no, it's
far
all
away. Can I even
poor
reach?
Six Star. Sorry, I was thinking it was poor Six Star for some reason.
I hear this theme and I keep thinking that it's like one of the Kirby.
Alright, I'm moving 2 spots down, and I'm gonna. Oh yeah, I'll fire. I probably won't kill him on hit, so I'm just gonna toll the dead at the one above him.
The one above him? Okay. Oh, he fails, so roll that d12.
D12.
Poor Styx covers his ear holes once.
Oh, that definitely kills him. You only had 2 hit points left, man. You literally just had to roll anything but a 1.
It's so mortalist.
Hey,
Explodes.
Kanan Fudar's turn. He's gonna look around with his longbow and goes, I do not think this is quite the time to run, but we will see. And he takes out his longbow and he's gonna take his shot at Quill.
forest.
What? What?
For 15 damage, reduced to 7.
Ugh.
None either.
Thanks! Thank you! Oh! 7, you said?
Yep.
Okay. Wait, oh no, I literally subtracted by okay, Jesus. I'm dumb. Okay. Got it. Back to 3.
Burrow sticks you up.
I'm
Alright.
having fun, guys.
I'm rooting for you,
Cool. Cause that
The arrow
those
knocks
arrows
into his
were
skull
a
and
big
it spins
problem.
around on his spine.
So I'm just gonna wave goodbye to Quill and dash.
Bye.
That a motherfucker.
And then
Ew.
as I do, I unfurl the flag and I'm like, "Alright, you fucks!" And then I'll do an axis surge
When did you learn that language, young man?
to attack this one.
Okay,
Cause I have reachy boys.
You do.
Richie
10.
boy.
that will
For
miss.
sure that hits, right, bitch? I continue to yell more expletives in her face.
She just kind of looks at you, kind of like taken aback, like a, just kind of like the.
That is a skeleton. That is actually just a skeleton.
It's not just a skeleton.
You know, if you got a sombrero, I'm sure you would hit more.
You're right.
Just misses you, Quill, as he comes in with the spear and just dodges to the side.
That's my skeleton.
Quill, you're up.
How did they get there?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Oh, yeah. You know, actually, hold up. I gotta do something.
Oh!
Because I forgot, you reckless. There's a chance he could critical hit you with that longbow.
There's a very chance. Let's go. Let's go.
Nope.
Nope. Strong no.
The 5%.
There's 5% the other way.
Oh. The best 5%.
But yeah, no. In this particular case, it's just he went with the side swipe, and in that exact same bit, he just goes ahead and lifts a foot as he reaches overhead, and he's going to do it with a downward strike.
Reckless or not?
You know what? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Hear that, Fate? That has nothing to do with how I actually am going to perform. Okay? Just saying. Jesus. Woo!
You say that, but
He's
He's alive.
I know, but
Fuck.
Take some
Feels good.
damage though, but he's hit, definitely hit.
not like when I was constantly missing that one dog. Oh man.
He's dead. His turn. He's gonna look over to see Quill near dead, and he's gonna rush over to help his companion.
Fuck you.
For 3 reduced to 1. Gazrog, death saving throw.
Not 20. Here and now.
No. It's gonna be a 13.
16, so one success.
Hey, not bad.
Vex, you're up.
Vex is going to crawl over the body, and he's going to lay down beside Gazrog, and just put his hands on and say, hold on, let me put the spell again. He's going to shout, I'm saying in Orcish, Lev Mekog, as light begins to... What the hell?
I'm telling you right now, dude. Andy, this is a perfect fucking time to use his ability. Like, this is like arguably one of the best situations to use his ability.
Why won't it let me? Okay, it won't. For some reason, it won't let me cast wounds.
Oh, you have to pick your level slot. It's probably
I know,
what
but
you're
like
not doing.
when
Maybe pop
yeah,
up
it's not letting me do it. Okay, that's
An update, can break.
Yeah, just
Yeah, an update can break the
Yeah,
spells.
okay,
so
whatever.
1d8 plus Whis?
+4.
Fuck.
A good old 9.
Hey!
So welcome back into the fight.
Welcome back to the world of the living. Let's see. Let's
And Vex is gonna
see.
crawl up his eyes here. Now get me out of this hole.
Druckle, your turn.
Alright. He can run all the way over there. The skeleton on his own. I'm supposed to have learned my lesson. I can't run off alone.
Yeah. Fuck you.
I mean, Quill is pretty bad. Is pretty well hurt too, Druckle. I want to stick with him more. Until Vex can get out at least. Which is never. I mean,
I will note that Quill is just bloodied and bruised, but his eyes are glowing and he is not paying any mind to you currently.
Hell yeah, glowing eye boys.
Going out, boys!
Yeah.
Glowing red eye boys.
Yeah.
Either of these guys
GIB?
are hurt.
This guy down here is hurt.
And this guy's untouched.
Yeah.
The GEB.
Why haven't you guys touched him yet?
He just got here!
We've been waiting for consent.
Hey, let's buy him a drink first.
That would be totally Druckle style, too. What? All these guys are still standing? What are you guys doing? I gotta do everything here.
God, Druckle, please.
Okay, Druckle is going to sort of mimic kicking the saddle to get the ward to get going. I'm going to have the ward try and maul this guy here.
Which guy?
So are you going to be like... You're going to be tipping by the edge of the hole there?
Yeah, you would have to... You can move here to do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. The light melee weapon attack plus at the hit. One target. If the target is a creature, it must succeed a DC 13 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Just working.
How exactly do I roll this?
I'll roll it. I rolled a 10. He missed.
This is best.
Wait, it's supposed to be +5, isn't it?
Nope, not for the warg. You're using the warg stats, not your stats.
Oh.
He rolled a 5 plus 5, which is a miss. He rolled 10 total.
He's just kind of gnawing on his boot, just like.
Getting the taste.
No, that was your attack, Druckle.
To munching.
Alright.
Connoisseur ward.
Let's go for a dash. How much do I get to dash?
Full movement, so 50.
So can I make it here then? I think that's 50.
That's plenty. It's like
Yeah.
25, man.
Well, I can't. I have to go
You can
around
reach
the hole.
skeleton.
You get right pretty close to the skeleton, because you can go anywhere like on this side, like around here.
Keep in mind, if you do dash, though, you will be taking attacks of opportunity.
Yeah, you will take 2 attacks of opportunity because you are engaged with 2 enemies when you do that.
That's all right then. I'll stay here with Quill.
Okay,
Hey, buddy.
Cole, you're up.
Okay,
Start like kicking at my ward. Come on,
God, Druckle, please. So this one is disadvantaged, right? This one is untouched.
your
Yeah.
jawbone.
Alright, in this case, we're going to do a... actually... Oh, well, So if I took out my crossbow, these 2 are in the way, and would that be a problem? Or...
No, it won't. It won't. The
Okay, so
tree's
it's
in the
okay.
way, though, so they'll get, like, partial cover. So you'd have to move to get away,
And it's
to
also
avoid the
April
tree.
Fool's Day.
It is also April Fool's Day. So if I move to, like, over here, would that still be?
Yeah,
is
you'd
this
be
a bush?
you'd be out of the cover. That's small enough that wouldn't count as cover. Or if you move over
Alright.
here, it wouldn't count as you wouldn't have cover either.
I
Alright.
won't stand for this April Fool's propaganda on April 2nd.
Excuse me? Australian?
Actually, in your
Get
case,
where I
Zoc.
live.
Oh no, wait, you're 2 hours ahead. So Michael's
No,
no
I'm-
longer April Fooled.
I
I'm
have
not.
30 minutes until the April Fool ends, so...
My joy is now decreased.
It's not our fault you guys are in the wrong
Still
fucking
got
hemisphere.
2.5 hours.
It's not my fault that you're just wrong.
Okay,
Your
so...
summers are cold and your winters are hot.
Yo,
No, you're wrong. Our winters are warm and our summers are fucking boiling.
Okay,
yo,
Cole,
Cam,
what
are
you
you sure
doing?
that it's not your internet being so laggy that you see your time 2 hours behind? Just curious.
I mean,
Alright,
be
yo.
glad I'm out here in the mountains and on the west coast, guys. All right.
You
My
in the
summers
forest.
are fire and my winters are wet.
Is nasty. But alright, so
what she
Cole
said.
is going to... Hey!
Cole, what you got?
Bark, 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 bark. So, while Cole's running over, he's just like, he decides to take out his crossbow, just like, alright, this isn't working. So, he just mumbling tells
Fired blind.
should have been a fucking cleric. He takes out his crossbow, he's loading it while he's getting out of the cover here, and then he will aim for the guy that is in front of Druckle.
Okay,
Since he knows that one is it. How's that guy looking?
pretty
Just
rough,
out of
pretty
curiosity.
rough.
Alrighty then, let's take him the fuck out!
That'll
11?
miss.
Alright, so he's fidgeting with it, just fucking healing spells and then fuck! And he just puts his hands up and just like, well, he will look at who is next on the list. Okay, oh no. Okay. He will look to, he already has one. He's going, yeah. Druckle has both his warg and himself, so like he's fine. I will try again. I'll be like, "Oi, Quill! I don't got any words. Just do something." And he'll then writing inspiration.
Okay.
Druckle will lean down into Quill. She could have told you your hair was nice.
I will say that for that matter, he turns over and leers over at you with his eyes, and for a moment squints as if he doesn't recognize you as a friend or foe before he turns back over towards the others.
When he
Hey,
squints,
Nadine,
he
you're
just
up.
waves at him.
First she'll look over to Conan.
Oh, not you, Druckle.
First she'll look over to Conan, and she'll just say, "Seriously, I'm done here." And she drops her bow and pulls out 2 short swords.
Oh.
Moves over the Parthen. 6.
Come at me, bitch!
Alright.
Show her
This
icon
This
again.
wasn't even my final form.
Keith, can you show her icon again?
11 to hit.
Her beauty.
That misses.
No.
Alright, I forgot. So she is hot. Wonderful.
Isn't she lovely?
8 to hit.
Nope.
Damn. Alright. Yeah. Unless she gets to make a swing with the bonus action since she has 2
She
weapons. but-
does not actually.
Okay.
It's in the description. Yeah. So Raznoth, you're up.
Do I try to save Will? Or do I just kill the dickhead in armor?
It's your call.
Choices.
I think we all know what Raznoth's answer. As I magic missile him!
Great. So you fire 4 magic missiles, and this little thing, a bracer on his arm, lights up, and they just suck him right into there.
That cheating little dick.
Woo!
Pain in the ass.
Actually, it's an approach. Heath, it's actually a brooch.
Oh, a brooch. My mistake.
Brooch. Fucking kill me.
I
Brooch
love
is shielding.
Hey,
Bitch. More like bitch of shielding.
I want this man to die.
I will say, that was my idea.
I really
Of course
want 2 men.
One of
I
them
heard
is 3 men to die.
Yeah, literally, I was about to say that. I was like,
He just keeps remembering and adds another word.
I'm running out of fingers.
My toes are also a bit low.
Running out of fingers. I think I'll cut.
Okay, as Conan Fudar takes out a rapier and goes to stab Porosticks and misses.
literally
Porosticks,
goes right through the
right through the ribs. Yeah.
The skeleton.
Come on, Porus, you got this.
Why aren't piercing attacks like resist? Like, why don't skeletons have resistance against piercing attacks? Like, I'm
They
thinking
used
about
to
it. Like,
in like frickin' 3E, but they got rid of it for some reason.
I think it's like
That's so-
mechanically wise, like that's still.
I think they just streamlined a lot of the damage and stuff for 5e.
Yeah,
Mm.
they just made
There's
everything
no-
as simple
there's
as
no damage
possible.
weaknesses anymore, which sucks.
There's a few, but not many.
I know, and it sucks.
Yeah, what you got, Porosticks?
I will attack the better fighter, clearly.
Okay, make your attack
She
roll.
deserves to win.
That misses.
God.
Aw, damn it. We're all just like clink, 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 clink in this little pile.
Tribal Warrior's
Not even
turn.
clang
Takes out his
clanging, you're
spear
just
and
kind of
turns
swinging
to
it.
Quill.
Look.
Sigh.
Misses. Damn. Roll a 9. Quill, you're up. And low rolls all around.
Who's the one who tried to hurt me?
It was this guy here.
Alright.
Kind of imagining Horus right now, like if you were on like a high school flag team. Like he's just sitting here, just like twirling the flag around,
He
but it's
is.
not really
The
hitting
tongue
anything.
swinging.
He's having a dance competition with the others to keep missing each other.
Yeah, you're just part of the color guard.
He's running a common bird.
Yeah.
That's why they're missing. I blind them with the flag every time I swim.
I mean, you're playing the role of tank pretty well.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Thank you. I mean,
I was talking to
I know.
Porosticks.
thank you. So, yeah, I'm just.
Yeah, finally the arrow ceased, so...
I'm gonna see this. I'm gonna see this. Yeah, no, actually, yeah, I'm gonna hurt this boy. I'm gonna hurt this boy instead. I'm going
Okay.
to, again, with the same look and just like with just a loud grunt, he's just going to raise the axe after he just bisected another person. And then just, again, chopping wood. Let's go.
Oh, that sounds
That
terrible,
hits.
man.
Doesn't do a lot of damage,
Nice.
though. Yeah, cuts across his chest. Ah! But still very much standing.
I'm still standing.
Okay, Tribal Warrior's turn. Looks over at Quill. For 5 damage, reduced to 2, Quill is unconscious. He just jabs him right in the stomach.
Honestly, why wouldn't they just attack Druckle? He's much more.
He's got the doggo, he's a cowboy, he's yelling all over the place, you know?
These guys just like to work on things one thing at a time.
They're going after the giant barbarian that severed off a guy in one shot who's also looking really hurt.
I mean, Druckle looks pretty dangerous. He's
Druckle just
trying.
looks frustrating enough that you would.
Okay,
Putting thoughts in the brain.
Gazrog, you're up, and you spend half your movement to stand up.
On some food.
That's right.
That's right, Gazrog, you're still here.
I am.
I mean, if he can get Vex out, he can get Quill out of that situation. Actually, no. No, don't do that.
Actually, he can't because he'd have to go around the entire enemy because he can't stand here because that's the pit. So he just goes right on top of Vex.
No. But my illusion can actually reach it.
Yeah.
Your illusion can just walk over the pit.
Yeah, your illusion actually is weightless, so...
Oh, it can
gonna
run
walk
across.
around.
Can it run
Yeah.
across the...
There's no reason it can't because it's not a...
It's not real.
Yeah, it's
If I
not
knew
real,
that,
right?
That would have been so much easier. Oh, well.
I can just walk around, right?
Unless you're like trying to keep it secret and run around a bit.
So yeah, that's your 15 feet of movement, Gazrog.
Secretly walk around the edge of this pit in the middle of a battle.
Wait, am I able to stand here? Oh no.
That's
Is
technically
that
in the pit. Yeah, that's the pit.
Okay. So no flanking here, no.
You get partial flank. So you get +1.
Okay. Any of these will cut?
This guy here looks hurt. Oh, they both look
Which
hurt,
one?
actually. Both of them are hurt.
Oh,
Quill hit both of them, so they're both pretty badly hit.
Alright, I'm just gonna smack the right one.
The right one? Okay.
Side.
Clap those cheeks.
Clap them cheeks.
That hits! And kills him. Didn't
5
only
points
have...
damage.
As he falls to the ground dead.
Did he, is Vex pretty much standing right there and was the one who got him up? The illusion, basically.
Yeah, the illusion got him up.
Did he say that, help me out of the pit?
Yes, he did.
I whispered into your ear and said, "Get me out of the pit."
Get out of the pit. What do you
Keep
mean?
me in the pit.
I thought you're already out of the pit, Sonny.
He's like, Vex is like, there, you can get up now. Now get me out of the pit.
I like pit sheets.
Okay, Vex, you're up.
Vex is going to float across, like, he looks like he's Jesus, just T-posing. Just
Stands over top of the pit.
I didn't realize this was a Bethesda game.
And he's gonna lean down and use those last spell slots to say again, Lehiv Makog, and as soon
Yeah, he just T-poses.
that's what I said. Hold on, let me go reroll. 1d8 plus 4.
6
Solid
HP,
6
Quill.
hit points.
You are not raging, though, because you fell unconscious. Druckle, you're up.
I mean, Ruffles just kind of look around at everyone, just sort of like happy. He's like, "All right, we're finally getting something done." I'm going to take both hand crossbows. I am going to aim directly at the last standing soldier in front of me.
It's a disadvantage because you're in melee.
I figured as much.
Oh, welcome back, Judah.
Welcome back, Judah.
Welcome
What kind of
back.
cowboy are you?
I am on my phone, my friends. I don't know
Well.
what's happening, but yeah.
It was just the Jesus T-pose.
Yes.
Jesus broke the server.
Yeah. Yeah.
God.
The Vex and the weapon that Vex was holding was not compatible with the model.
Hey, Druckle, so just roll your attack at disadvantage.
Well, no, first and foremost, I gotta back up so I'm not at disadvantage, right?
That will take an attack of opportunity unless you disengage with your bonus action.
Fine, yeah, I'll disengage with bonus action.
Okay, so you disengage with the bonus action, move where you back up.
He won't have cover from here, right? Would that still be too
No,
close?
he wouldn't have
for
cover.
melee?
No, he wouldn't have cover.
He would have cover.
He wouldn't
Why
have
would he
cover. No,
not?
there's no cover. There's no cover there. I don't
Oh.
count allies as people in the way as cover.
Lest I hit them.
Yeah, because they know they're. You just say move and they step aside for the shot, basically, right?
Yeah. All right. Let's take a shot because I can't rely on this goddamn warg. The whole reason why I thought I'd bring him in the first
the
place.
idea of Druckle just being like, "Now hold on a minute," and he just takes one step back and got 2 guns.
Hey, roll your attack,
Now
Druggle.
hold on just a second. We're a little too close here. All right. Where are you? Here you are.
Oh.
Kind of like that little loop arrow as it goes and just goes bleep, bleep, bleep right in front of the wolf, and the wolf goes, "Who's useless now?"
It goes by sound, and the bolt just kind of has a chew toy, just like.
Cole, you're up.
Alright, so he sees, how is this, how's this guy looking? How's he looking?
He's injured.
Injured? Alright, not too bad. Okay. Cole is just, looking at his crossbow, looking at the guy, looking at his other hand that's free, just like, do a spell, do this, do a spell, do a this. Fucking hell! I should have been a fucking cleric! Ah! And he's gonna take his crossbow again because he just other people they're looking. We got some people that don't look so great, and he's just like, poor sticks is fine. You can probably. Is okay. So, dude, the pit boy's over with, and he will do. He uses heavy crossbow and boop 12.
Just hits.
Yes.
You pierce him in for 9 damage. Just alive though, as he doesn't go down from the shot.
He just like
Truffle's
just
gonna
give
yell
him
over at
already.
Cole. Did you finally decide to stop loading the arrows backwards?
When you finally decide to stop lassoing your own ass.
Okay, Nancy's up.
She just kind of looks over poor Stick's shoulders, like, seriously, our lackeys are about to be all dead. I think we should leave. Actually takes 2 swipes at poor Sticks.
I love the nonchalant. I love it. I love it.
Eyes up here, lady, you
He
bitch.
wanna date.
So does a 20 hit?
22, because they got flanking, so...
Ah, you're right.
Yeah, it does. Come at me, bitch.
Sorry, what do you mean? My AC is 24.
Touchdowns.
You take 7 points of piercing damage.
Cool.
For the first hit, and for the second hit, does a 23 hit?
I'll think about that for a
We've
second.
been over this. The AC is 24.
It's polite to say it.
Yes, it
That is
does.
a table etiquette thing. You take 4 points of piercing damage.
Guys,
Okay.
he's dead. He's obviously 30 AC. God.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hold on,
Razna,
hold on.
you're up.
Feeling
My
Hold
flag
on,
gives
hold
me a
on.
plus 30
Party.
bonus.
I'm gonna move my 30 feet so I can reach that square. I moved over to here.
I finally decided to join the party.
Don't make me firebolt you instead. As I
You'd probably miss anyone.
I firebolt Druckle.
Don't test me.
Although
So,
one.
who are you attacking?
I'm going to open chest,
Druckle.
look at him.
I'm actually
Not that
attacking Druckle.
computer could
Druckle, you get hit for 1 point of fire damage. It's It basically lights your cigar where it just kind of gets a little too much and burns your lips.
Test me again, little goblin.
God, this boy.
Okay, that's
meantime,
that
in the fire-
Your
attack.
mouth off again if I
I
need
was
a
actually gonna do
toothpick.
something constructive, but then that happened.
I'm curious, who were you planning to attack?
I was going to attack Conan Frida.
That would have missed.
That would have missed.
Yep. He's in plate mail with a shield.
I have a bardic inspiration.
That is fair.
Y'all got body inspiration, you guys.
So Kodan Fudar looks over at Nettie and goes, "Oh, well, I suppose I should listen to you. I mean, you have been taking care of me since I was a small child. It is time to do the going. You are lucky." As he turns to the party, goes, "You are all lucky this time, you orcs, goblins, and ogres. You will survive this day against Conan Fudar, but I shall return." And he's gonna walk here. He's gonna grab.
As soon as he grabs her, she's gonna say, "Don't forget to mention the undead one."
Oh, Oh yes, and Mr. Skeleton, you will be decomposing next time I see you. And he's gonna grab
Thank you for
Nancy
being
by,
inclusive, you little shit.
grabs
Yeah,
Nancy
fuck
by
you
the
too!
arm, and his flowing cape, he does woo, 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 with his flowing cape, and he vanishes into a blue mist.
Right before that happens, she just says, "Thank you for your time."
As they just vanish.
It was fabulous.
I hated it.
I simultaneously want to keep fighting this fucking elf and also never kill him.
Okay, Parlo Sticks, as you watch them vanish in like a pink smoke, what do?
I probably do that action movie thing where I try and swipe at the smoke when they're already gone.
Okay. Roll your attack for shits and giggles.
Get back here!
As he gets again,
so
just missing the smoke. It just can't hit anything, though. Quill, your turn.
Then I'll move.
Half your
I'll move
movement to
back.
stand up.
Oh, wait, no, D-Web was gonna do something. Okay.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
Yeah, I'll just
feel
move.
free to move, yeah.
That's it.
Oh, what do you want me to do for you there, Judah?
Judah not here?
Judah, you there?
His internet might be shitting on him.
Did his internet die again?
Yeah.
No, just getting
He's
back
on
online.
the phone.
Okay.
I really hope this tribal warrior somehow turns the battle around for himself.
Yeah. Ends up
What the
murdering the
hell
whole
was that
party.
noise?
Yeah,
That's
just
dog.
Everything's back online, guys.
Okay.
So yeah, I just have to restart my computer.
Get that poodle.
Apparently, Windows
in the
itself
meantime-
is having difficulty.
in the meantime, what do you want to do with your action?
Me?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Let me remember what I was doing.
So you're on the ground and you just stood back up. Right to the in front of you is the last tribal warrior. He's looking really rough.
Chop some wood. Chop some.
Well, I suppose I might as well.
Take your swing. You want to make it reckless?
You know, for the measure, sure. Motherfucking sure.
Sure.
Cut him up.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, you hit him. That cuts him.
Yee!
As you slice him in half, he is dead. How do you want to do it since he's the last guy?
So, literally after cleaving two of his other friends, he just kind of walks over towards him menacingly. It's just... You understand, right? This is what you signed up for. And he just... whap right through, bisects him again. Another one. Another one.
Another one.
Another one.
And another one.
From the background, Druckle will say, I get it.
He just goes ahead and his eyes slowly dim and he just turns around over towards Druckle and it's just... You're back.
How many rounds of combat was that, actually? Just curious.
I did not keep track.
5, 6, maybe.
Yeah.
I cast
3 include.
I think it was like
one I
3.
wasn't a part of.
2, 3, 4. I
Okay.
think it was 5.
4.
Yeah, whatever. It's fine.
Druckle.
Huh?
When did you get back?
Oh, isn't that just couldn't even recognize your savior of the day.
I would not call you our savior.
I cannot recognize.
By the way, how tall am I while I'm riding this warg?
You're about eye level with everybody because the wargs are big, beefy things.
Bigger boys.
Meanwhile, like
Well,
30
I guess
seconds
nothing
pass
left
and
to do
poof!
but to ride off into the sunset. Isn't that right, partner? I'm looking down at the warg as I.
Does it just buck him off and start walking away?
Pretty much. Make me a deck save, Druckle.
I do have animal handling.
True!
He's a
That would be
monster.
great if it was an animal.
Dex.
Dex save. So
Oh,
Druckle goes, Badoo, 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 right down the hole.
Vex, make a dex save.
Vex is just looking. I was like, okay, I'm gonna start climbing again. I'm down.
Vex, make a dex save.
Oh no.
Does he book
That's a failure! So you both take 6 damage as you look up and just see this goblin crush into you.
You just make it to the top of the hole, and then you're like, yes! No!
As the wolf off Raznov, he just goes, Smart. I would have done that too.
Vex is down, guys. Oh, also, his illusion disappears as soon as Vex goes down.
The illusion was already
God.
gone.
What happened to Vex?
Vex is
He's down.
unconscious on the hole with another goblin sitting on his head.
So Cole's gonna go over, seeing that. I'm assuming he's seen Vex try to go up and down this entire time, right? Just fucking, I should have been a fucking cleric.
Yeah.
He just marches over, huffing. All right, and he just goes over. Sorry for your ears if I yelled too loud, but he goes over, looks down at the hole. Oi, Vex! Get up! Come on! We'll help you out this time. And,
Vex does not respond. He's unconscious.
Last healing word.
All you hear is just gargling of
I guess Druckle
with
will
Druckle
look
being on top of him.
below
All you hear is just
himself.
muffled gargling.
There you are, partner. I've been wondering what happened to you this whole time.
He's just like an unconscious space, but you get 6 points of healing.
Vex is just like, why do you insult me?
Like
that one was terrible. 6 points of healing.
Yep.
6 points.
Thank
My
you.
God, you guys have the worst fucking dex saves. I don't think you guys.
We'll
Oh,
walk
by the way,
over and help him
Druckle, you're clicking on dexterity, not your dex save. I mean, that one's a failure regardless, but a dex save, you should be rolling a +6, not a +4.
Oh.
It's in the little box.
That's what the
saving.
little check mark box is about. That means you're proficient with
I
the.
see it now. Yeah, I see it.
Vex is gonna try to push Druckle. Like, thank you for landing on me.
Quill's going to get on his chest and lower an arm down and just beckon his hand towards the both of you and just.
Vex just kind of looks very conveniently, just like raises his hand up and takes a hold of Quill's.
Okay, Storm, what were you saying?
No, that's...
Okay, hold up, Storm, what were you saying?
I don't think I made it clear last time, but all of Gazrog's attacks that aren't Divine Smite are non-lethal.
Ah, you never mentioned, so I didn't know.
He is enslaving as many people as he can.
Okay, so that guy that you
Sorry?
hit is actually
I think
still
there's only
alive.
one. Yeah,
You
he's
knocked one unconscious.
Hey, guys,
Yep.
Yes.
I got work tomorrow, so I do have to be heading off here.
Have a good night, Michael.
Fun playing with you guys.
Thanks for playing.
How'd you like my portrayal of our elf here?
She is a
I've been
MILF.
pretty fucking clear.
If Poor Sticks was
great.
alive, he'd make out with her.
What's
Not you,
stopping
the
him?
Gandalf.
What's stopping him?
The lack of lips.
Hey man, have you ever had teeth? It's great.
No, and on that I'm gonna leave.
See you later, buddy.
God. Bye-bye. Good night. Good luck at work.
Okay, with that, you guys do have one knocked out human tribesman.
Okay.
Is Vex back up on the ground?
Vex can just... Vex could be the one up here, and Draco could just stay where he
So
belongs more than...
if someone
under.
lowers a rope for you, then yes, you're easily pulled back up.
Yeah, no, I was thinking that Quill was just
Oh, wait,
gonna
I have
like
the
lower down a
perfect-
hand and try to bring them back up. If he
I have
can.
the perfect image of Raznov looking over the end.
Well, the problem is,
I need to
it's a
find it.
20-foot deep hole, and the goblins are only like 3 feet apiece, so no, you couldn't do that.
No. Here's what we do. Okay, Draco,
Well, I have my
I'll
hip
stand on
open.
your shoulders, and then Quill can reach down, grab us, and I'll jump.
I know I have
fuck's
hip
sake.
and rope anyway, so I'll just lower
I know,
down.
but we're doing this for comedy reasons.
You're right. This is
Two
a team
goblins
building
in a trench coat.
team
It's
building
team building.
exercise.
Yes. So yeah, Vex will get out and is like, "Thank you, I appreciate that."
Yeah, he just kind of like takes a moment, and even though he's like literally beaten and Wait a second. Oh, never mind. But yeah, no, he just kind of like takes a moment to like. Let me put it this way, right? So when you come out and you are kind of like a little bit misshapen for just a moment, he kind of goes ahead and like takes your body and kind of like turns you around, like checking for any injuries before giving you like a slap on the back and just kind of like moving you on, and does the exact same thing to Druckle, seemingly without really focusing, it seems. But yeah, he checks the both of you over before just kind of pushing you along the way.
No, it's cool. I can help Druckle. I can help Druckle.
I like where this is going.
Oh no.
Would it be okay for Vex to?
I extend my lance pointy side towards Druckle.
Mate, that's not helping. That's not helping. You see, remember, non-consensual knife play is called stabbing.
The consensual knife play is still stabbing.
Grab onto this stab. All right, fine. Just don't lose your arm this time.
Why do you want his stick so badly?
I stab him with it.
Talking about non-consensual knife play, I will stab you.
See, you can't do that because I didn't.
I stab
say
him with it as to secure him so he won't slip.
Sure, roll me an attack.
I don't even need to. I just stand there and stare at Cole.
Oh, damn it. He's onto me. He's onto me.
Horosticks hasn't hit anything this whole fight. He's like, yeah.
Cole's just gonna look over towards Horosticks, and it's just, remember the mission. We can't be harming each other just now, alright?
I was just solely trying to secure him.
I love how he says that between the two characters that are actively attempting to hurt other members.
Will's trying to keep maintenance. He's already tried with Cole and Raznoff. That didn't work, so he's doing his best.
He's doing his best.
I love the fact that all of Druckle's damage was either self-inflicted or Raznoff hitting him with a firebolt.
God. Do not fuck with him.
The need continues.
Anyway.
That's right, folks. I am my own worst enemy.
Quill
Ain't nobody hurt me but me.
Quill will look over towards Druckle, and he will just kind of quietly say, are you staying with us for the rest of this mission?
Druckle will say, what mission? I heard I was rescuing somebody. You should have heard Drago back at the camp.
Well,
We were told no such thing.
regardless.
I do not need to be there to know this.
Oh shit, I just remembered something. Who was carrying the chest?
I am.
Kazrog.
There's a
So, Gazrog, as you look
No,
down...
it was Gazrog and Quill.
Which,
I think.
yeah,
It was just one person. It was one person.
either way, you guys look down, notice the chest is smashed, and all the coins are out of it. You look back down the hole.
Wait,
I mean, at
wait,
least
perfect.
it's safe
Vex,
down there.
Vex, this is your chance. Back inside of the hole. You could have easily taken it even, and nobody would have noticed.
Vex is looking over the hole, and he just hears like the footsteps of Raz sneaking up behind him. Push.
See, this is why Vex couldn't get back up because he had all the coin on him. It got too heavy, so dragged him back.
How many coins were in?
It was effectively quicksand.
There was 200 gold coins in that chest.
Hold on. Vex will just go, okay, hold on. Keep the rope here, I'll go and grab it.
Wait, you're gonna throw each coin one by one.
He's going down the hole now.
Druckle will use his lasso to attempt to give Vex a belay, so to speak.
Thank you.
I love
So Vex will put all his gold into the pouch and.
Actually, while you're down there, you're going to have to roll me an investigation check.
Oh shit.
Hey, Heath.
Yep.
I want to dig through all the dead people's pockets.
So once again, as
Yeah.
someone is trying to lower you,
Oh no!
Why did you? No, remember he was still against the actual rope, so he has double security. Okay?
I'm gonna refer to this like, what? This just Chet keeps rolling nat ones. That's his fourth nat one tonight.
Why was
Druckle was the April Fool.
Of all the people that it could have been, why was it Druckle?
Because they're gonna have a goblin wedding.
See, okay, here's what happens. So Vex and, Druckle and Quill are both tangled him around with the rope. And the rope on Druckle snaps, so Vex is just sliding across the wall, just kind of like in a pendulum motion.
Actually, what's probably going to happen is Druckle secures himself. He forgot that he's not the strongest person, so when Vex goes down, he goes, oh! And they both just pull back down. No damage, guys. No damage. This is just for the goof as the pair of them slam into the ground again.
This time Vex lands on Druckle.
Yeah.
Yes! I'm not the one that gets hit.
Oh my god.
You're right there, mates. You good?
No.
With your investigation check of 12, though, you only find 150 gold coins.
I can't.
Well, I mean, I'm down in the hole too.
Do you know? Does anybody know how many gold you have?
No, fuck you guys, Rob. I already called that first.
Yep, still just 150 gold coins.
Would Cole have remembered how many there were? Like, was it stated specifically there was 200 in there?
Nobody counted, nobody checked.
Oh, that's right. Actually, no. Oh, that's right. Because
I asked before
Did
we
you-
left.
Yeah, it was 200 gold.
it
Yeah, it was
was
200 gold
200.
coins you guys were asked, yeah.
Alright,
Cool.
Vex will toss up his bag just to have the gold. So like, okay, here's the gold.
Alright, Heath, can I roll to check up on the dead bodies?
You can investigate the dead bodies, yeah.
Yes.
Maybe they have gold.
Okay, you search the dead bodies of the tribesmen. You find 8
20,
spears.
20, can I have my fucking body configuration? I might as well use it.
You find 8 spears and 20 gold.
20
Okay.
gold and, what was it? Spears.
8 spears, yeah.
Is there any like breastplates or anything like that?
They had hide armor,
Dang. Actually, I'll take that.
which is pretty much ruined and destroyed from the axes ripping in and cutting people in half and bisecting them.
I mean, Vex is a pretty small guy. He could probably just makeshift out one of the sleeves.
Fair enough. So you could try to take this back to be worked.
Yeah.
Did Vex hold the bag of gold back up?
Yeah, I tossed it back up to you guys.
Okay.
Well, I
Gaz
attached
will do
it
that.
to the rope Quill was holding, obviously.
I mean, I'll look at the
Dead
gold
bodies.
and...
Are there any scraps of metal?
The spear tip heads.
This is not
Might
all
I
of
be
the
able to
gold.
collect the spear tip heads?
I mean, if you want to go back down and try to find it, I'm sorry, but I'm a very small lad, and I'm kind of think I have a concussion right now from falling so much down into that fucking hole.
Remind me, cry for you later.
Druckle will slightly elbow Vex. Oh, come on, one more couldn't hurt.
You've got good eyes and good at looking at things. Go down there and look for the rest of the gold.
Can Vex push Raz into the pit with him?
Roll me contested athletics.
The rope.
How? Wait, you're still in the pit?
No, I climbed up with Quill with the gold.
Oh, fine.
Yes.
Yeah.
You tackle Raz off, and the pair of you right into the hole.
I'm magic missile back.
Sure, great. You also both take 7 damage. Vex is unconscious.
Can
Okay, well, then I don't need to fucking magic miss.
Vex falls unconscious. Razov is down to 2 HP.
Cole is just he
Why is
tense his
Vex out of the
hands
fucking
together.
pit again? Get him back in here. He's still down here with me.
No, I went
I
over the
fucking
Quill.
kick him. I get up and I kick his fucking corpse.
Quill's going to look down there, and after seeing the flying of magic, he's just going to stare down.
I did not cast a spell because he went unconscious.
Wonderful.
He just died from the fall. But you do see Raznov kick his body.
Ow!
You're dead.
You're
unconscious. You're not
emotionally attached to Vex. Is going to.
I'm down here. I was going to climb down anyway, but since I'm down here, I will try to find the gold.
Okay. Okay, you find the remaining 50 pieces.
Brandish a crossbow, aim it at Asnoth, and make sure he lets him know ain't nobody kick a brother when he's down.
All of you, stop fighting.
Yeah, that's right. We should all get along.
Shut up.
Quill's gonna see Vex unconscious at the bottom, and he's just going to be like, "Quick, come on, we have to bring him back up."
Bring him up here. I got one more thing.
Someone else can make the effort.
Ruckle will once again tie his lasso around Vex's waist, and he's going to attempt to climb up out of the hole with Vex sort of dangling from the end of the rope on him.
Left, so I guess I'm just going to try and climb up on my own.
Heath?
I will help.
Yeah, well, if he's helping out,
Forrest's gonna help me.
Heath?
Yes.
Side thing that I was reviewing when it came to danger sense, right? You have advantage on dexterity saving throws against effects that you can see, such as traps and spells. Unless the trap is invisible, whether or not it is covered underneath, it's still a trap. With the implication that as long as it's detectable, I can dodge it with extreme precision. I should have been able to do the last one with advantage, but just putting that out there for future reference. God damn.
Big oof.
I will second rate in case this goes horribly.
Today, Will.
Here, you know what? Just because I'm salty, I want to see what I would have rolled had I fucking.
Damn.
Well.
Oh.
Okay,
I'm very sad.
What am I doing if Porostix is assisting me to get out? Oh, am I still playing athletics?
Well, you know what this means, partner.
You're just getting out. I mean, you guys aren't like scrambling out, so you could take your time to climb up carefully.
Yeah, I extend my lance blunt side to Raznov.
Alright, so we have 220 gold. So we have extra gold to present. Or buy stuff with. I don't know.
No.
You do one point of lay on hands on Vex.
Thank you.
As he just kind of gets the little toe of Holy Meat to touch him.
Vex is just like, am I out now?
There's the Holy Meat's toe is in your mouth.
Kind of salty. And then Vex opens his eyes. Aww.
Wait, what?
That's nasty.
Vex thinks it's food or something. He's just gently nibbling. And I was like, oh, that's not food.
What was it?
It's Holy Meat's toe. Is in his mouth.
That tickles.
Gah! No. Vex wipes his tongue with his hand. That was disgusting.
Try licking the grass. It might be better than that.
Just an important note. Raznov did not tell anyone that he found 30 gold.
20
gold. 20 gold. He has not told anyone.
Gee.
Well, with that being said, Quill will just look around towards the entire group and is just... Is everyone ready then?
Yeah.
Well, since I found the rest of the gold, yes.
What'd you find in the bodies?
Willing and
Vex has the other 150.
Yeah, what about our hostage? Because that's a thing. That's a person.
Yeah, we have a hostage.
Let's strip him of his armor and stuff and his weapon.
I mean,
We
we
can sell
gotta.
If we're going to the drow, we can sell him.
You're not going to drag out the bandits.
How large is this? Random question, Heath. How tall is the person that we just abducted?
About 5'6", 5'7".
Fuck! I need somebody's clothes. Yeah, no, it's very much. very much afterwards, after seeing the multiple holes and gashes, he just took off his shirt and just discarded it, threw it into the fucking pit.
Guys were going to ask, where'd you find the bodies?
Lancers. No, wait, spears.
Anything else?
Negative.
I can have them
Insight.
Sure, I'll allow deception versus insight for that, since that seems pretty unlikely that they didn't have any coin on them, considering they were obviously hired mercs.
Yeah.
You can definitely tell that he found more than just some spears.
Storm, now hear me out. As a little bit of a flavoring option for insight, what if Holy Meat just sneezes?
There's a lie detector who sneezes when it's alive.
He's allergic to lies!
I sense the deception!
Seems like there's more than you're letting on. But you can keep it secret if you want. And Gazorog's just gonna turn back to this enslaved person, smack him awake. Did I need to make a check for the tying of the rope?
I'll say you will have to make a sleight of hand at advantage.
Okay, I'd rather someone else do that then.
I can do that.
Well, you were the one that tied the knot. So.
Yeah, there's an interesting thing. I believe Xanathar's had an actual rule when it came to tying people up. It's it's sleight of hand, but with intelligence.
Yeah.
Wait, didn't we have animals? Didn't we have animals somewhere?
Well, he is securely tied.
I mean, he'd tie him up loosely, but ask someone else to confirm because he knows how bad his dexterity is. His just hands are too big and fucking...
Look here, son, I'll show you how to hog tie someone.
Vex just kind of pats Brooke on the back. Nice tie.
Tying knots. The creature who ties the knot makes an intelligence sleight of hand check.
It's an intelligence level?
Yeah, so you roll intelligence and have proficiency if you have sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Well, in any case, it was a nat 20 by Druckle, so Druckle got a nat 20.
Thank you. I'm not good with the knots. Ropes, my hands are too big.
Big mating claws, that's all I got.
Vex is also gonna go over
That's what you're saying is you can't.
Cole and say,
Thank
you for picking me back up twice.
It's fine.
It kind of sucks being stuck in a hole for most of that fight.
I agree.
Yep.
Now,
Vex just
let's
drops
interrogate.
away.
Very harshly pat Vex on the back. No one I'd rather be stuck in a hole with than you, though, partner.
That's adorable.
Vex gives Druckle a hug. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Cole leans over to the nearest person, just like, that's what he said.
Cole, what do you say?
Vex doesn't get it.
Cole will look over towards Vex and kind of arch an eyebrow, just... What do you mean you were out here the entire time? Or...
Oh, I'll show you later. It's, I can't really, I'm too tired to really do it again.
Oh, that's right, you were unconscious during the Jesus walk. Everybody else probably figured it out, but you were unconscious.
I would like to say that Vex did actually not T-pose while he was going over the hole.
Sorry, it's
Really? But that was like...
That's Vex's movement. He hasn't mastered his cloning technique, so
he's Naruto level. He couldn't make his Kakibushin, so it's looking pretty shitty.
It occasionally experiences model glitches.
His accents sort of just disappeared. They didn't fit his model. They have to reset and just hang by his side.
It's incapable of it's only capable of attack animations, movement animations. It's just like done, and then
it's a Gmod. You ever played Gmod?
Oh my god!
It's fucking Gmod. Cole's gonna pipe up and say, "Alright, so now that we're done fighting and stabbing each other and all that bullshit, right? Do we want to take a rest? Because we're all kind of bloodied here. I do have something that can help us out.
I would not be so bad if it wasn't for a certain goblin.
By the way, Vex, you're at 1 HP right now.
Wait, no, Cole healed me.
Yo, you fell in the pit again when you tackled Raznon.
Oh, right. Okay, I forgot. Vex just kind of gives like a small chuckle, like.
You should be glad I did not kill you while we were down there.
You should be glad I didn't cut your tendons when I was pushing you down.
Stop fighting!
Oh,
Now.
oh, well, sorry, Vex just kind of just backs off from Grog. I mean, Gazrog. It's like, sorry. But he's really mean to me recently.
He's mean to everyone.
That's true.
I do.
Oh, gone.
Vex is gonna go and lay by a tree in the meantime. Just try to
Russell
not
will chime
die.
in. What would you have done? Fried up some bacon.
What does that even mean?
You know bacon. I thought everybody knew bacon.
Well, I mean bacon,
Bacon
but
sounds
I mean,
delicious right
I
now.
know about bacon.
see, he's delirious.
Gaz, I guess, is gonna wake up the enslaved man.
Alright. Should we start saying camp? Well,
Yeah, well, we do this.
okay.
Are we
Forward
doing
on
a rest
that.
or we...
What's happening?
Okay.
Rest. It's just a short rest.
Okay.
He kind of slowly wakes awake with it. Looks over at you and goes, what's happening? Who are you?
Hey, you're a slave now. Now, you want to tell us about your cannon? Whatever his name is.
Cannon fodder!
Yeah, that one.
Roll me an intimidation check.
I want to help, but like rattling behind him.
Aggressively rattling.
He kind of backs off and looks up at you, kind of meekly scared. Like, some fucking rich boy hired us to help him hunt down some orcs and goblins that have been attacking a nearby farm. That's all we really know about him. Carrot walked around with his nursemaid.
What?
I don't fucking know. Didn't ask. He just paid us.
Okay. Any other questions any of you want to ask? We'll look at everyone else.
Might have been a donkey breeder.
Who was that guy? The elf and the, very fabulous man.
That was our
Shoulder
employer.
twice.
Conan Fudar, he calls himself. Some rich man who wanted to go on adventures by the sounds of it.
He didn't look like exactly the most professional man to be fighting.
Fucker could barely hold a weapon.
Yeah, I kind of noticed that when he was talking and spinning around like he was about to make himself dizzy. Would have been funny to watch him tip over, though.
Old Coot doesn't even know how to wear that armor he has on. Isn't strong enough.
Maybe it was kind of nice. At least listened.
Oh, no. Perfect.
Do you know anything about the area?
Looks up at you. Lots hunting grounds. What?
Wizard note.
Looks up. I don't know. It's fucking a troll cave somewhere around here, I believe.
Where?
In the mountains. To the north.
How far away is that? Would I know? Probably not.
You're not familiar with the area. But according to your
Anyone
map,
know?
it's about 80 miles away from where you are now.
Oh. Okay, that's real far away.
By the way, what happened to the warg? Did he just leave?
He was
went back
left.
to camp.
No. He was my friend.
You should not be upset. I was going to tell him to eat you.
I don't think he was your friend, Truckle.
Oh, what do you know? We were bonding.
Man can dream.
He just needs space, Druckle, that's all.
I'm just gonna look back to everyone. Any other questions?
What's your favorite color? Sorry, what?
Except Cole.
Also, a question for you really goes wrong. You realize that our associates are going to be of the smooth skins. Do you think they're going to take kindly to having one of their own tied up? I guess they already...
That's why we're not bringing him there.
Oh.
He'll be away. Somewhere.
Well, good to know it then. That's all I had. As for him...
Look back at everyone. If there's nothing left, he just knocks him unconscious. Straight into the temple.
I find it funny that you guys are worried you're going to tie it in with a guy tied up in ropes, but an old man attached to his codpiece. Totally fine!
Yeah.
Yes, that old man is delirious.
It's like, we're worried about the slave. The old man on the codpiece, they won't have an issue with that.
I will say that while everyone is taking their short rest, a song of rest is in order.
Okay, so everyone can roll their hit dice for a short rest.
So James is
Is
quietly,
Beacon-
while he's sitting on next to the tree, next to Bastion, just healing song, all my friends.
Alex.
Oh, solid 17. Nice.
Do I have to spend hit dice to gain a Song of Rest?
Oh, your
Song of
hit
Rest? What
dice
does
are
that
messed
do?
up. Your hit dice are
Let me,
messed up, Druckle.
Uh-oh.
There you go.
No, it's the problem with the sheets. For some reason, they have the sheets messed up. I'll fix it for you. Give me a sec.
Okay.
You get a 1d6 extra.
Okay, now you can roll it.
I'll be on the safe side and roll bow.
I do have
Yeah, that's
at least one, so I will.
19. Good job. Not
It's
bad.
okay.
That's nice.
Also, quick question. When you are doing the Song of Rest, do you have to do a roll in order to add that d6, or can you add just the d6?
You have to use the hit die. Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
Your hit dice are messed up, Cole.
Is it? Heck
Yeah. I'll fix
Go
it
inside
for you.
as a... Yeah.
I got it. I'll fix it for you.
Thank you.
I don't know why all the sheets do that. It's really...
They screwed up with all the...
No, Cole's is super fucked up because it didn't even roll anything. He just got his con modifier.
No, he just got a 1. That's what happens with the D4. It just rolls a 1 every time. Now roll it, Zaku.
Okie dokie.
It's basically when Roll20 does updates, it fucks with a lot of things.
There you
Thank
go.
you.
7.
Does Cole roll the 1d6 or do we?
Cole rolls and
Yeah,
everybody
we
gets
do.
what Cole... No, Cole rolls and
is it
everybody gets what Cole rolls, yeah.
Rolls? Okay.
Please roll 5 up. Please roll 5 up. Please roll 5 up. Please roll...
Drum roll, please!
Oh, I'm back up to full health. Good job. Thanks, Cole.
1 extra HP for everybody. It wasn't a very good song, and it wasn't very restful, especially for Razanoth, who just looks at you, just like scratching the rock next to him.
For Razanoth specifically, it was a vicious mockery.
You're welcome. I'm here all night.
Razanoth took 1 damage.
You're welcome.
Wait, there was a song?
Yeah, no, wait, what was that?
Will me to say, you call that music?
Listen, I've been doing this shit for years. Give me a little bit of credit. I little of my game. Just a little bit.
I mean, you
No
did
wonder
take a few
you
shots
have
there.
been starving.
Yeah, I got speared in the stomach. I got fucking arrow, which really
If you got hit in
hurt.
the lung, it would definitely make singing a lot harder.
See exactly, which ooh, I got double.
Actually, no, I'm a doctor. Not really, though.
Are you?
I don't know. Am I? I mean, I heal people, I guess, but
I mean,
maybe,
Yeah,
I know what a thing or two. Listen,
Doctors are a lot more than just healers.
that's true. Maybe. Anyway, Vex is gonna go and try to a short rest is 2 hours, right?
1 hour.
Okay. Would it be okay for Vex to try to sew? Take like a couple pieces, like a hide armor, and try to sew it into a fitting thing for him. At least it'd be shabby, but it would.
I mean,
Like
I don't think you have any tools to work that with.
I mean, I have a dagger, and I could.
you're gonna sew with a dagger.
Yeah, that's the thing. You have to sew it.
Fair enough.
Right? I mean, you can cut the shit out of it, but that's not really going to help with what you need to do.
I could cut some piece off.
Yeah.
Just thread the needle with that.
I mean, you're probably going to have to wait to get back to camp to get that hide armor fixed up for you.
Big sadness all around.
Plus, you realize hide armor is literally like the worst armor in the game, right?
It'll let me. It'll only take away one AC in exchange for me not having to roll disadvantage with stealth.
Does
It's
it?
kind of
'Cause
important for my-
no, hide armor's got a maximum dex of +2.
Hold on.
Because it's medium armor.
Uh,
That's why it is the worst armor in the game.
That sucks, man. Hold on. Then maybe I won't. I need to find a breastplate.
Yeah, hard armor is a 12 AC, and you are only allowed to add 2 AC dexterity bonus because it is medium armor.
So 16, yeah, I would be down to AC.
Yeah.
This is a bunch of fooey.
Ooh.
Oh, maybe it was a chain shirt I was looking.
Yeah,
was
probably
what
chain shirt or probably like studded leather would do you the same.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Studded leather is a lot more expensive and also much heavier. Weird.
Then chain or hide?
Yeah, maybe I'll find a chain shirt at the with the traders.
Why doesn't this have a dark mode? Why?
So, anyways, as you guys finish your short rest, are you guys going to continue towards the bandit camp?
I see no reason not to.
I mean, Vex is sealed up, and he doesn't have his spells, but he's still exhausted, but he's healthy at least.
Paul's gonna continue strumming, no longer singing, fortunately for some people. And
Fortunately for all of us.
fortunately just for some of you, I know some of you actually like my songs, but what are we doing, bosses? And he looks over to Raznoth and Gazrog, the most serious of the bunch, and also Peristix, because you know,
Name.
kind of fun too.
Name one of us that likes your songs.
Give a raise of hands who likes my songs. At least some of them.
That doesn't
Vex,
count.
Vex froze up a pity hand.
See, this was this one. You got me, buddy, and he gives a little pat on the back.
Also
Vex
Peristix gives him a
Vex
pat
just
on the
nudges over to
scapula.
Zuck and just says, "It's because he healed me."
I like that song when Raznoth gave you that sheet music that one time.
Yeah, that
I
was
like that
actually
one.
pretty funny. Song of Silence. Not my favorite though, but that was funny.
That was pretty good. I like that song. You played it well.
Does holding me
It depends
have
on the
any
day.
reaction?
It actually
I
just
guess
depends on the day.
Druckle
If
is
it goes
kind
that
of.
go.
You know what? Druckle is preoccupied to answer. He's looking at his own. He's looking at his own shadow as it's being cast on a tree, and like practicing quick drawing at it.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
But to answer your question, I see no reason to not continue.
Yes.
Alright.
You're rested, right? We should keep moving forward.
Gazrog's gonna sling the body over his shoulder of the man and continue.
Okay, you sling the shoulder of the
Has he
man.
been like silenced or gagged?
He's unconscious.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Oh, he's
Nice.
unconscious? Okay.
Yeah, he's currently unconscious.
Alright.
Probably gagged.
Did Max remember to grab his shield out of the pit?
You said you put it on your back. I'll say you did.
Okay.
Not a huge
Okay,
issue.
good. Sorry, I didn't remember if I did or not. Okay.
So anyways, as you guys continue your way along to camp, it gets to be rather late at night as you guys get there. Probably just before midnight you reach the camp of the bandits. There you find a large wooden fortification with spikes. Massive tents as you see dozens of bandits, half-elves, and humans wandering the campsites. Barrels of food and supplies are there in their fort. As you see this large woman, human in nature, looking down at each of you as you approach. The fire from their camp light brightly illuminating the camp. She wears
Sorry, go. Pete.
She wears a breastplate armor and has this massive greatsword attached to her back. Dark makeup and long black hair. Kind of a tribal look.
As we like see the camp further away, I go to say, should I actually come in with you guys, considering I've already like expired? Would they not like that less?
Oh, I mean, we could just pretend that I raised you to help me. If maybe they'll buy it off me. Besides, either way, I mean, they're dealing with orcs and goblins and stuff like that. I think he'll be fine amongst us.
Right? Sure.
I'd rather have you nearby if a fight breaks out.
Yeah, maybe just stay by and.
There will be no fight as long as everything goes the way that it's planned.
What has anything gone according to plan, Quill?
Yes, we
Listen, real badasses don't need a plan.
We should leave that one outside instead.
I agree.
Guard the perimeter. Important role.
Actually,
We started fighting.
keep someone on the outside might actually not be at the west side. Actually,
As long as everybody does what they're told, there shouldn't be an issue.
Vex is gonna nudge over towards Druckle. Can I borrow your picklocks?
Meanwhile, as you guys are talking about this, as I said, the woman is looking at you guys as you approach the camp.
This was before. That's why I asked if I should follow.
So she sees you in the distance, right? You guys are still walking.
Yeah, I know.
That's why I whispered.
It doesn't matter.
None of you guys stealth checks, so as you approach the camp, they see you. I mean, if you want to do this way before the camp, that's fine.
No,
I was considering.
I was walking towards the camp while we're trying to talk about being very stealthy, but still just approaching the camp.
Shut the hell up. Raznos had no intention of sneaking up.
Yeah, there's no.
People that are sneaking and get seen get shot.
Yeah.
Vex isn't looking to be stealthful to get to the camp. He's looking to stealthful to steal things from the camp. Possibly. If there's anything worth it.
Cole is gonna... He's gonna just kind of look to the others, just like, so is that the camp, or like, are we just walking into danger here?
Both.
I believe that is the camp.
Alright then! Cole will wave at them. Alright!
You see the woman roll her eyes as you guys
Rasmuth
approach the
also
camp.
rolls his eyes.
You know what, Heath? I will actually unfurl my flag here.
Oh, cool! I got my Channel Divinity back. Cool.
We're trying to diplomacy, so.
As you guys enter the bandit camp.
Nice.
By the way, just so you know, this is the bandit leader I was describing.
Oh god, give it to me.
Give me one. My wife! My wife! Ooh, help me.
It's like, I already have all the bones in my body.
You're all weak.
Weak, my love.
Save-
I am
save-
wanting.
So as you guys approach, you see the woman kind of standing there with her arms crossed, just kind of tapping her foot, waiting for you.
Yeah, Rasmuth
just
is
like-
not the first one. He waits for it.
I just like
Yeah,
march
bro.
on with my flag like.
No, no, no sense making the lady wait.
Ideally, you would be the one that would wait.
I'm crying. The fucking icons keep getting in the. I just need to collapse all of them. I was trying to control Will that entire fucking time, but they're all in the fucking way. Ah,
So, yeah, is that too close? Well, it's 5 feet. That's not too close.
that's better.
As you guys move in,
on,
you
sorry.
look at her, and she just taps her foot and goes, I assume you are all the ones, orcs, goblins, and looks over at Grassmouth. An ogre I was supposed to meet here?
Yes. We're here to trade.
Very good. I trust you brought the payment.
Yes. And I think I was handed the sack.
No,
From
I
Vex.
think
I
it was
think Vex
Quill.
was all done to it.
Oh,
no,
Quill
you
has
said
it?
you said you attached it to the rope as you pulled up.
Yeah, I
You
attached it
pulled.
to the rope, and then I attached Vex to it. So, and whatever, we can just say that I gave it to Quill. It's fine.
It really doesn't matter who has it, guys.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Looks over to Quill. Payment.
Yeah, no, like I believe it was what? Money in exchange for.
You're going to get some healing potions.
Healing potions.
Then Quill will just look over towards her directly, and it's just. Of course, gladly, but the potions.
Shrewd as always. Bruce, fetch the potions, and you see this man up here. Kind of looks like her second in command, like shrugs, walks into the tent, comes out, and he has 3 potions of healing.
Oh, hell yeah, Bruce. I'd be.
Rasmuth will
was
whisper
you
to
anything.
Vex since he's moved next to him. Do not do anything stupid.
Gender equality, Heath. Come on, blow up Bruce as well.
He's just literally the standard bandit, but fair.
He's so handsome.
Standard bandit, though.
Look at that boy.
I want to make a joke, but I'm too much in Quill's mode. But anyways, he just kind of
Coward.
he just kind of sniffles a little bit and just places his chest down with a heavy, just well, not chest. What is it? A bag? A large
It's just
bag?
a
It's a bag now.
Yeah, he just goes ahead and just puts it down, either in her
Probably
hands or just on the
bags,
floor.
since 200 gold coins is a lot.
Yeah, then
Yeah.
he'll just kind of lay
Technically-
them out.
He has 150.
Oh, that
Where's
if
the
he
other
only
50?
has 150, if you not give all the coins over?
I haven't handed him over. I'm still holding him. Yeah.
Okay, as they look at the
So as he,
so as you hand
that's
over
why
the,
Rasmuth has walked up, and he'll drop the other 50 next to it.
she looks over at Rasnoth and looks over at the coins. Good. I was hoping we wouldn't have to get into some issue for you trying to shortchange us.
There shouldn't be any issue.
We seek to have a working relationship.
That is always useful. Well, We have no problem selling. Looks over at Graznog's old man, who kind of gives her a little wave, but and a toothless grin, like, eh? Oddities of working with yours folk. Just see him go. Just gives like a little like toothless whistle.
If I'm not mistaken, we're all a little bit out of our own elements, aren't we?
I don't have an element. I really don't care what all of you do. I just care about my men and me.
Alright.
Is there anything over in these crates? Just curious.
You kind of see various weapons and supplies just kind of sitting there. Though you do notice many eyes are looking at you and Druckle as he wanders around camp.
Vex is just looking. He's like, he's just shopping. He's window shopping.
What are you doing?
I'm kind of hoping one of you guys would just be like, "Get over here!"
Yeah, no, it's just... Oh no! You don't understand. If Druckle's not near Raznov, he's happy.
Quill, at the moment he sees him moving towards any like residential area, Quill will just like look around and it's just.
It appears that one of us is beginning to wander, if you don't mind.
And he'll just go ahead and walk past her and then proceed to just, again, like a soda can, just grab both the back of him and just raise him with one hand.
Before I am grabbed like a crate, can I quick roll a perception check to see if I can see what's inside the tent? Just from what I'm understanding.
Actually, I gotta.
So roll me a perception. You see tent flaps. This is what?
Quill will just kind
of. I almost saw something.
You just hear directly in your ear, Druckle, just.
Remember what I said. No wandering off.
As you kick up the little goblin by the tent, he goes, I don't really appreciate the fact that your little goblin was trying to take a peek in my personal tent.
Unfortunately, while shrewd can be said for my kind.
And then he raises the goblin.
There are a few that are a little bit more unruly than I would personally hope to be.
And he will. It's funny because it's like he's doing the bow like this, but it's just like smothering Druckle into his chest, and he's just.
Hopefully that will not harm our relations.
I'm sure.
And before releasing Druckle from his flesh prison.
Put me down now.
Yeah, as this all happens, Gazwell is gonna look around for Vex.
Vex is right here.
Raznov was keeping an eye on him. He specifically told him not to do anything fun.
Quill's trying to put him down,
Yes,
but he's
but
not
I
going to
hear
let go of his syrup.
But
The
Vex,
Rocky.
well, Raz was not looking.
To be fair, Vex, the way the Shadow Clone Jitsu works is you would have had to if your character was here, that's just your clone over there. Because the clone is what moves. It's not like you swap places with your clone. You make a clone in a different area.
Yeah, so calm the fuck down, Vex.
It also only lasts a minute.
I know, Vex can quickly run over here and check the tent. Just kidding. I won't steal anything. Vex is just gonna say, "Oh, Quill, you wanted to see this, by the way." And Vex just has two of him standing there right now.
Quill looks over and is just.
We're not time for a demonstration, but...
Fine. Vex puts himself back together.
I think it was cool.
No,
Thanks, Cole.
Say it is...
Fist bumps, Cole.
Fist bumps.
No, Quill, like, he's just.
No, wait. I was going to say it is impressive, but...
He looks back over towards a big leader woman and looks over towards Bruce, and it's just.
Another potions.
Hello? Your 3 potions there. Just basic healing, of course.
No.
And will go ahead and take them, but he will admittedly, like, walk over towards Raznoth and kind of in the exchange, just quietly.
And of course, make sure that they're real.
Just whispering in his ear.
I will give him a nod and I'll have a look. I'll examine them.
Okay, just gonna do an Arcana check?
Yeah, I'll do an Arcana check.
And good question.
Ooh!
Looks good to you.
It's a very average potion, goddammit. They gave us water with food coloring.
God, it's cool,
I wouldn't do
guys,
that
it's
to you
cool,
guys again.
Oh. Guys, I got an idea.
Again?
I did it to Zaku.
Heath, how, like, do we know how much potions are actually supposed to be?
I don't.
Cole would know, and because you're a slave, so you lived in the market where that kind of stuff was sold.
I think
Yeah.
Will would know.
Do me as a dead person now?
You could roll me an intelligence check to see if you would know.
Alright.
Can I do the same in my past life?
Sure.
Should you, like, DM me, like, the number or something? Because I did, like,
I'll tell you if they were after the rolls.
Okay.
Yeah, cool.
So the only person that knows.
Or would I know? Because my backstory, I've been around a lot.
Yeah, but you're orc tribals, so I'd say you could at disadvantage.
Well, no, admittedly, hobgoblins are a lot more organized as far as
Oh,
things
that's
go.
true. Yeah, you would probably. Generally, if you got it from a proper store, you're looking at about 50 gold a potion. You were told, though, because obviously you're not allowed to get these things legitimately, there was going to be a markup to each potion. Because your guys aren't shopping at proper stores. This is black market, meaning prices are going to be hiked.
Yeah.
Which you were told by the war chief.
Yes, we were.
Okay. Cole's just gonna tilt his head. Ma'am, just wondering, how much is the markup again for your services here?
Really depends on the relationship we have with you. Out of good faith, we kept it to a simple, about 33% increase.
That's 33.
Druckle will immediately say, well, what's up? Were you trying to hide the coffin you're sleeping in that tent?
Druckle, shut up.
She looks over at Druckle with a sly smile and goes, well, if you're seeing that'll drink your blood, I could simply slit your throat for that fact.
Oh, baby.
If you do, that will not sour relations.
God.
Oh, well, nice to meet you.
Cole visibly rolls his eyes for like the first time ever.
There's a small grinding of teeth from Poro sticks.
Gazorg's gonna take the enslaved, assuming that he's already got a fucking man tied to his belt anyway, so it doesn't really matter. How much for this one?
I'm afraid we don't deal in slaves, my friend.
Very well.
Difficult to sell in this area.
This one.
Oh, that's it with all these.
If I may, I have a request of you.
Oh, and what is that?
I am searching for magical spell components. Can you acquire these?
We can at a price. What are you specifically after?
I am looking for charcoal, incense, and some herbs.
I see. I'm assuming this is for that basic spell of familiar, correct?
That would be correct.
We can do that for you. We'll give you a sales worth of 15 gold for one usage of it.
Do you have them on you at the moment, or would I have to wait?
He looks over at Bruce. Bruce, check the back in the supplies. And he'll go in there, and you actually do find they actually do have enough for casting of it.
They have the markup, but since you have it on you, I will pay.
Very good.
Alright, and I'll put another 15 gold into the pile.
Okay.
You wouldn't guys happen to have sell any armors, would you?
We do have some armors in around here from things we've taken from towns and guards. What are you looking for, little goblin?
You wouldn't happen to have any, breastplates for someone my stature, would you?
I suppose we could at least find one for you.
Quill will look around at any of these men, these people inside of this encampment. Please tell me, one of them has to be his size.
You do see like this larger kind of. Actually, honestly, Bruce is about your size.
Quill will look over towards him and just kind of like, almost for a moment, just like thinking, and then he kind of like nods. It's just points like with a shorthand kind of in front of his chest. It's just,
You wouldn't happen to have an extra shirt, would you?
Say that right to Bruce.
yeah.
Kind of looks you up and down and goes, maybe.
He kind of sniffs for a moment and just kind of like looks at him. Does it seem like he might be needing to be persuaded with gold by chance?
You probably figure he's not just gonna hand you over one of his shirts. You figure the bandits aren't exactly like rolling in wardrobe accessories.
He rummages through his very clearly old pants and just goes ahead and just takes out a single gold piece.
Kind of marks up. Fair enough. Walks in the back, comes out, tosses you a shirt.
He just goes ahead and just nods appreciatively before kind of shoving it on.
As you do so, you notice though that the bandit lord kind of looks over and goes, "What is your stupid goblin doing now?"
Wait, okay, I want to note I guess he could have escaped when he put on the shirt because he was not letting go. He was not letting go of that therapy.
I bow and I will walk over and use my lance to restrain him like a child lock.
like a roller coaster seatbelt, just
Yeah.
In the
Just drag him over.
By the way, I suppose since we're
We'll stay
all
at the back.
doing business with each other, I should introduce myself.
I'll go over here.
My name is Shanda.
Shanda. Pleasure to meet your acquaintance.
For those who need to know how to spell it, that's her name there that you can now see.
Yeah. And he's just pleasure to meet your acquaintance. My name is Quill.
The pleasure is all mine, She-Wolf.
I'm Gazrock the Slick.
Pleasure, Gazrock. I'm Tim.
Hollywood.
I am so glad you had that little guy just staying on your back, man.
so good. Cole just he raises his hand, just like, name's Cole. Aye.
And Vex is just kind of hiding right beside Gazrock, though.
Well,
I have reobtained composure.
well, if that's
Wait,
all
so am I hanging off the end of the staff right now? Is that what?
Yeah.
Am I, like suspended off.
You're
the
like
ground?
you have like your hands like over the staff like this.
Like, you know how on a
Locked
fishing pool
in.
you have like the baits and it's not quite extended out yet? You're just kind of hanging at the tip of it.
Theoretically,
will
couldn't you
introduce-
just like put him
Like
sit
slip.
him? No, couldn't you like sit him down in your hip bone?
I don't want to be one with
Naughty
Draco.
goblins go. You're right. Naughty goblins go to walking prison.
Just
They go to the cage!
puts him in his web cage.
Oh my god.
He goes full like animatronic and like.
The skeleton will eat
He's
you.
going
Run.
He's going full Krang right now. It's crazy.
Oh my god.
Just think of it like a bony hug.
A very tight bony hug.
Yep.
Did they were they able to find a breastplate?
They look about because we do, in fact, could find you a breastplate about your size we took from a halfling.
Oh, that's fine.
That'll be 600 gold coins.
Vex just kind of just coughs like, oh,
Do not mind him. He is not very smart.
Shut up, Raz. He doesn't even. Vex just kind of now just getting kind of annoyed with Raz now. He's like even like his disposition to being abused and kind of like standing on people's foot. He's fine with that, like most people, but Raz is starting to kind of push too many buttons now.
Ow, 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 ow. No, no, not again. Fuck. Ah. Wait, ow.
I think he's being mauled by his dog.
No, that's not it. It's an old trait of mine. Did you know that my knee responds to pressure in the atmosphere? Ah!
You have old lady knees. It's gonna rain.
Yeah, just let me check. Let me just check right now. I feel it. It does not feel great. Ow!
If it didn't hurt, I was gonna say it was a cool superpower you have.
I mean, it's a power. It's not what I want.
It's a terrible quirk. It's the worst quirk ever. Physically hurt during a fight. We're not even in a fight.
God fucking. Oh.
So as you look over, she does give you the price. So, because a breastplate, even at normal price, would be 400 gold.
Yeah.
Do you know where I can find scrap metal?
What about chain?
A chain shirt for your size. I suppose we could take a peek for that, but before we bother, do you have any coin on you for such things?
No, but I'm slightly useful as a caster. Any healing you may need, or items to be identified as magical, I can definitely help out with that. Or if you need help stealthing around, I'm the man to call.
I think we're good, dearie.
Fair enough.
Tried your best, mate.
Definitely not worth the 75 gold. It would cost you to get that chain shirt.
Alright, fair enough. Vex just kind of wanders back and just kind of lets the adults handle the rest.
Do you have any information of the area?
What?
Pardon, what did you say?
Do you have any information on the area?
What sort of information are you looking for?
Places of interest. Places that we can perhaps find things.
Well, I do know there's a troll to the north of here, and I believe there's an orc village, or an orc tribe, or an ogre tribe somewhere around as well. If you're looking for a more exotic locale, I've heard legends of a temple that was lost from the old days from the drow in the area.
I should mention, maybe not just information in the area, but what do you know about the slave trade?
A bit. Depends what you're looking for, I suppose.
In any case, I'm assuming it might cost me, right?
It depends how specific you're looking for. Like I said, the ogres and the trolls, and as far as the rumor goes, that's fairly general knowledge in the area.
It's specific. A person. Perhaps I should come back later, but
if you
could,
wish.
it would be best if maybe you could name a price, if it is for a person.
Well, I suppose that depends on how difficult this person is to find. I can't really name a price, but you could be looking at from anywhere between let's say 50 to upwards of 1,000 gold, depending on how long it takes us to find them. I mean, this is a big world after all.
Cole kind of goes ahead and just brings into his ship, thinking. Rigor mortis lock!
Oh my god.
Cole,
Please, guys, please. Keep the negotiations going. This is all happening in the background.
Yeah.
Cole will just look
our
around. It's
business
just
is concluded.
the rest of you can go ahead and head on. I have personal business with.
Fine.
It's getting late.
I have
think you
something
can
I need to ask.
go on ahead then first, but the lot of you all should be heading out and setting up camp. It's late out after.
Do you have anything for us that you might need doing to help improve relations?
At the moment, just be a good customer.
Well, on that note, should you come across any magical decks or scrolls, be sure to hold on to it for me. I would be very interested.
I will see if we can find some for you. Though, as I said, magic items of that nature are a little more difficult to come by. Most wizards that we would capture would rather use such items against us rather than have them fall into our hands.
I understand this. Do not feel any pressure. I only seek to buy anything you happen across.
Very good. I will keep that in mind, Mr. Raznoth. As for the rest of you, I suppose I can bid you good night. If you wish to make camp outside the fort, you're welcome to, but just be warned, you will be watched. We do not take lightly to... Looks over specifically at Vex and Druckle, prying fingers.
You see them?
I wasn't trying to steal anything.
Consider
You see
it
them
more
missing.
trigger finger myself.
We will move sufficiently far away.
Cole will look over towards. It's just where I come from. Wandering fingers get cut off. That won't be a problem. And he looks back towards Druckle specifically, and he's just, right.
Well, that's fine, partner.
Could be whipped.
Alright.
Kind of
Cage.
interesting
He's still trying to
time I
wiggle
might
out.
One day find purchase on the ground again.
Cole will just kind of very similar, and I'm just like very similar to like a kid almost. He just kind of gives you like a an underhanded pat on the back to like just kind of usher you forward
Just
with the rest
go
of the
on,
group.
go on, honey. Go, sweetie. Go on.
Alright, the five of you, we should leave. Quill says he has personal business.
I
If you
just
find
stayed on the
anything
spot.
missing,
So Draco faces the exit.
find anything missing, let me know. And Gazra continues on.
So as the rest of
Damn
you...
it.
As the rest of you wander off to make camp,
Yeah, Cole's gonna leave last. He's just looking at the general amount of people. How have they been looking at the group? Just curious.
they've been watching you with the suspect of anyone who wanders into a bandit camp to do business. They're making sure that you guys aren't going to try anything, and they've been all holding their light crossbows, basically ready to fire should you try anything stupid.
Exactly what we would have expected.
Okay.
At least I hope is what Cole would do.
I mean, Cole expects just as much, but he's also just kind of looking for are there any mean-looking faces that particularly don't like monsters?
They don't seem to give a flying fuck you guys are monsters.
All right, then his then he's not tense then, but he just gives him a quick look over it. A mention of personal business. He'll just kind of give Cole he'll give Cole a side eye, but he'll just walk off, just like, well,
Oh,
Hey, that's your yell.
get back here, you.
I need to air this. Every time Zaku says Quill, I hear Cole, and every time Judah says Quill, Judah says Cole, I hear Quill, and it fucks with my head so much. I have no idea why.
Ditto though.
Okay,
Yeah,
it's not just
you're not
me.
alone. You're not alone.
Okay, so what were you doing right then when you broke away from Burrow Sticks and ran up there?
Ran up
me?
where?
Right past Quill. Next to
So if he's running by and looking by, I would like to take a grapple. Is a grapple
I wasn't
capable?
running, I was just kind of meandering.
Yeah, he's meandering, and Power 6 is just like also meandering to follow. Like you.
Quill's gonna grab him. Quill's gonna grab him.
So before you do though, Druggle, what are you doing? I want to see what his plan was first.
I was gonna go over and sort of compare the size of my boot to the size of her boot, sort of like, sizing her up, sort of thing.
She is a much larger woman than you. She stands about 6'2".
Russell does. He's always sizing people up.
Literally.
I love, but I hate him. But I love him, but I hate him.
She is a massive woman. She's actually the biggest person in the camp outside of the monsters.
A giant woman. A giant woman.
All that and Bruce.
Yeah, Bruce is is also pretty big, but he's more thick. He's thicker, but he's not as tall.
He's thick.
She's practical. She's large. She's hot. I'm into it.
Me too. Me too. Like you said, 1 foot for each.
I guess as Druckle is being carried off by Porus, he'll just sort of yell off as they're exiting the camp. It's like, funny, I didn't think you came with 2 eyes.
Yeah, I walk backwards just so he can. I'll let him shoot his parting words. I pick him up like a person from daycare. Like, come on.
Who are you shouting at specifically with that one, Druckle?
Our leader of the camp, the giant woman who is not a cyclops.
All I wanna do.
Looks over at Quill and goes, "What the fuck is wrong with that one?"
It's.
He looks directly at her. He looks directly at her, and just with both arms, he just shrugs.
Fair enough. So you want to discuss private business, and with that, do you wish to move into the secret room, Judah?
The secret room.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yes, I think I will.
Okay, just click on secrets. You got free to just move down there. I'll see you.
Yes.
Okay, Judah. As you're looking down at the woman, she sits there with her arms crossed, and
God is gone.
Zaku, get out of there!
How did I get in there? My bad.
I love how Zaku shouts, "God is God," right to me.
Oh god.
As you guys look, So,
Go ahead.
who is the specific person you want us to hunt down?
He kind of squints just a little bit at that wording, but he just.
I'm looking for a boy. A half-orc specifically.
She kind of looks you up and down, taps her chin on it, and goes, "Ah, related, I'm guessing."
He nods. It's just.
I take it in your business you also versed in confidentiality.
If you're wondering who will tell, she looks around. Who would I bother to tell?
Just because this is who he is and because it's sensitive, I will incite that.
Okay, roll me an insight check.
Thank you.
You roll GM layer if you don't want the party to know about it, but otherwise go nuts.
Yeah.
Hey, you can tell that she seems honest. Like, who would she tell? You're a ogre. Or the only people that she could tell that would care are the Hoard, and she's like, why the fuck would I tell the Hoard?
Yeah, okay.
It's like you're paying. It's basically like you get the figure. You're paying her, right? But
Yeah.
you could probably figure out there's no realistic reason why she would sell you out. Like,
Okay. Just he's dealing with the sly types. He ain't too sure, and plus he has a +1 in insight. So what does he know about people? But yeah, he just kind of like slowly nods. It's just, he's my son. Been separated for quite a bit of time now. So I've been trying to find him, locate him. He's still only a boy, maybe 6 years of age.
when you say that, she kind of gives you kind of an odd, appraising look. That's different. I wasn't aware most orcs were paternal in nature.
I would like to say that, I mean, his charisma's not too great, so like, it's difficult to really hide, but like, I'd say for, I guess, a human woman?
She's human. Or at least human or half-elf, you're not positive because the hair covers the ears, but...
Right. But like, I'd say it would be good to note that, like, for a person, like, who has seen other orcs, you know, generally speaking, they manner themselves differently, he's very composed in regards to how he acts. But yeah, that's just like a little thing.
She kind of looks up to you. You're quite the anomaly, aren't you, Mr. Quill?
He just... Yeah, no, he just... It almost is sounding desperate. He's just... If you do manage to find him... He kind of, like, looks down for a moment, just clearly thinking. It's just... Not entirely sure, especially given how slavery works, that he's still going to have his name. But... His name is William. William Zago.
William Zago. Well, we can definitely look for the name, but it would help if we had an age description of sorts.
On a random note, how high is this girl's wisdom? Because I want to know how much I can kind of say what she would notice.
I mean, you're not allowed to know what the wisdom they have is, obviously.
But, like, her insight, for example, like, generally speaking, it's just like, in this particular case...
I mean, you can tell that she's definitely picking things up. You become a bit of an oddity with what you're saying. She's very curious and interested in you at this point. You do notice there's a bit of a kind of... With that insight, I'll let your insight carry over for this. You kind of gather there's a bit of empathy with it.
But yeah, in that case, then he would kind of like let go, just like for a moment, a smirk just appears on his face, about as fast as it comes, it goes, and he's just. I'd say, for the most part, looks quite a lot like me, less green, same red eyes. If I remember correctly, he wasn't even quite growing tusks just yet. They might be shorter in that case than mine, if he has them at all, that being said. Which I'm sure he does. He's just like kind of racking his brain, it's just... Yeah. Fortunately... Same nose, Same ears. And he will say that it's just, admittedly, his head's a little bit more circular though he was only a baby when, but yes, I'm trying to find him, and in any particular case that you are able to find where he is, I'm willing to pay a hefty price when I do have more funds, of course.
She kind of looks you up and down. You see kind of an odd look past her face. Feel free to roll me a persuasion check right here.
Okay. Like, if anything I can say, it's like, while maybe at first he had that nonchalant, like, more uncaring thing, but I feel like it's kind of difficult for especially a father who has been at this for fucking ever. I feel like very much what is only sticking out at this point is just a desperate father, really.
Yep.
But, I have 0 on my persuasion, but we'll see. Well, and I accidentally did it in the wrong one, but that's beside it.
Well, they know you're dealing with her. It's not a huge issue. She kind of looks at you and nods her head and goes, I'm not going to lie to you, Quill. I find your story to hit me closer to home than you might think. I will tell you what. We will look for your son. And for the case of this, we'll hold off on price till we discover something for you.
It's like he had been holding a breath he didn't quite know he was holding. And he just kind of lets out a little bit of a louder sigh as he's just...
Thank you.
Family is important, Quill. Be sure to take care of them. I always take care of mine.
Yours.
She kind of gestures to the area around her. This is my family, Quill. Should you and your Hoard do anything to threaten them, I will end them, just so you know. But, as long as we're all cordial with each other, I don't see any issues we'll have with one another.
Shit. How much can I trust a woman I just met? Are the bonds of empathy strong enough? Fuck. I
will
guess
have
for the
multiple chances to meet the bandits. This is your main shopping channel, just so you know. Just your
Yeah, no, it's just that with that little node, I can say that, okay, this is what he can do. He would just kind of nod at that, and it's just...
I think it's very likely that such a thing would happen.
But when he says that, he's not talking about chances, and very so much so discreetly talking about himself.
Very good, Quill. I have to admit, I kind of like you. You're an earnest man. I respect that.
I'm not the best read of people, but honesty is something that I can appreciate in all regards. So, by all means, I respect you too.
And he will reach out a hand for a handshake.
Just take it up and meet your hand with hers.
Okay.
You know, she's got a grip about equal to yours.
Yeah, no. If anything, just kind of almost a bit of a snort of amusement kind of comes from that. It's just strong grip.
Worked on it quite a lot. I've had to crush a few necks here and there in my line of work. It was difficult growing up.
I like that specific wording. Yeah, no, it's just in a way, just like
Yeah, I'd say a little bit of a smirk just kind of appears just past the lining of his tusk, and he's just, well, now we're here in the middle of a forest.
Let's just say sometimes when a person's born where their parents are missing, a woman can usually only take one of two routes. Either to work on the streets or to marry a man. I decided to take a third option.
I hope that... Yeah, no, he would just... Well, I hope your skill will befall upon someone like my own. And, just kind of... For a moment he looks down, just thinking of someone, but he, kind of looks back at her and just nods. Well, with that all being said, thank you for your business.
You too, Quill. We will see what we can. Admittedly, it will most likely be months before we have any information, but I will keep you up to date when you visit. I'm sure we'll meet again.
Yeah, he just kind of does a solemn nod before kind of, a nod towards her and a nod towards Bruce, and, he will just kind of look around at the camp, a one over before, leaving and heading out towards the others.
Okay. As you head back, we can head back to the general.
Right.
A full.
Oh, welcome back.
Sorry, guys. The 18 persuasion wasn't enough. The 18 persuasion wasn't enough. She cut off my head.
You want by Quill?
Yes,
You
you got
just showed her your Magnum Orc dong.
Don't you mean my Magnum Orc ass?
Your Magnum Orcus.
You're right. It's both. He's just.
Yeah, Quill
He's
is
bottom
just
heavy.
filled with like 30 freaking arrows. It's like you just got shot, hacked to pieces.
Sounds hot. 30 arrows.
Quill's a hedgehog.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah.
You're just a chick with his
Like
head
his
cut off
name.
now.
Apt. He has an apt name now that he has a lot of arrows.
So anyways, you guys watch as Quill returns back to you guys as you guys have finished setting up the camp.
Welcome back. How'd it go?
It went alright. But for that sake, assuming that like Cole's making eye contact with him, he's gonna quickly just look off in the direction to the side and kind of start walking over there.
Alright. Hey mates, I'll be back! Don't miss me too much! And he kind of does a little, like, wave, especially towards, like, Raznoff.
I will not.
Hey,
I know you're lying. Deep down inside, you love me.
You know
Good
very
lord.
little.
God, I love how much, like, he hates him. He just messes with him at this point. But, yeah.
It's genuinely fun just having these conversations.
See, this is all according to Keikaku. Is I wanted him to be beat the fuck up. So this is good. But, yeah, he's gonna follow Quill over to his line of sight. And, yeah.
It won't be necessary for in this case for
While
secrets.
we're at camp, can I cast my Find Familiar?
I'm familiar.
Okay, yeah. You can. That takes an hour, so it's going to take a bit.
Yeah,
but
I'm gonna ritual cast it.
Well, the ritual cast only takes an extra 10 minutes. So,
10 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, it takes an hour and 10 minutes. But yeah, you cast it.
Oh,
you're
actually,
good to-
technically I can't. Technically I can't because I don't have it prepared yet. I need to wait for after the rest.
Oh yeah, that is true. Yeah, you will have to wait. Well, no, it's a ritual spell. You can cast ritual spells with your spellbook.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, never mind. I forgot about that. I have not played it with.
Burns the notice.
In any case, so you summon your familiar.
Yay! So if anyone's paying attention, as Raznoff kind of sits around his magical components, burning them, after a little bit over an hour, a wispy, shadowy hawk appears.
Ooh.
A wispy, shadowy what?
Hawk.
Huh.
For a second, I thought I heard you say orc, and I was like, wait.
Second, mini quill.
It's just like a 1-inch quill that sits on his shoulder.
Like a dark purple translucent hawk that constantly wisps off.
God,
Missed.
It has like its voice has just been pitched up as if he inhaled.
Well, actually, wait.
From a balloon.
Actually, I might change that. I just need to ask Heath a question real quick.
Yeah.
Heath, if a familiar has the mimicry ability, can it like speak, or is that just for the actual living creature?
No, it doesn't have the ability to talk. It can still just mimic.
Yeah, but so it can use the mimicry feature as a familiar.
It should be able to, because it has the same statistics that the previous, all the same stats the previous creature has.
Never mind. I'm not taking the hawk. It's a raven.
Make it a parrot. Make it a parrot.
Dude, that was
No,
one
it's
of my best, I think, stats, aren't
Because
they?
like Liu has flyby. Okay.
Yeah. Owls have better. Owls have the best like
Perception, I
abilities. No, hawk has better perception.
Really? Huh.
Yeah. It's plus
Okay, then never mind. Yeah, you
Owls. No, I'm using a raven.
Oh.
Okay, so you got a raven.
I have a raven.
That's so Raven, man.
Raven.
Nice job.
Got you.
Virtual high five.
And
And with that, I'm kicking
I had
Taku
to
out
take
of the
it
game.
I knew. I know. I expected you to.
Let's be real, Zaku. We cannot change it all.
I mean,
The exasperation of every DM ever. It's the
I
Matt
searched
you
Mercer
love me
sigh.
too much.
It's the Matt Mercer sigh when every DM around the world knows the pain.
back to Zaku and Quill because they went away and I just interrupted.
Yeah.
Apology.
Good.
You good?
Yeah, Zaku and Quill, what were you two doing? Yep.
Yeah, no. Quill's just gonna go ahead and just no names, but I found them.
Wait, really? That was that easy?
Well, getting there. It's gonna take a little bit more time, a bit more, admittedly, but I'm on my way there.
Alright.
Kind of thinks about it for a moment. It's just your situation's a little bit more tricky, but I made a pact. So tell me when you do find anything concerning Sunshine.
And honestly, I don't know what to look at. I mean, if you're talking about defense and shit. Actually, how were defenses in Sunshine?
Well,
Do they have
Sunshine,
mercenaries walking around?
all towns, major towns and cities within, the place where the orc horde lives, have a general, at least, have at least a militia in every town.
Okay.
It's even like the farmers had bows and knew how to use them. People know how to fight here.
Okay, they're all Spartans. Got it. How could you tell like how well they functioned, like in comparison to possibly other cities?
I mean, you've never been to other cities, so you'd really have no comparison.
Okay, but I generally know that they're pretty well guarded.
Well, you know that they have weapons, that there are official guards, right? They have official soldiers, and obviously the leader of Sunshine has his own personal bodyguards.
Okay.
Because he is the rich man in the area, so you would know that this is far beyond what, this is a town, right? It's not something like 4 people are going to sack.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Just yeah. Okay. I mean, it's a pretty big town. They got their own gods. Some dumb fuck who was he had his own personal bodyguards, being richest guy. So definitely shit like us isn't going to do much at all, unless the Hoard, I guess, wins. But honestly, I don't care for the rest. I don't know. I read some of them. Pretty sure they ain't nobles, but
I'm not quite so much a professional when it comes to sieging, but for the meantime, at least whether or not you decide to run back there for more questions with her, or you wait for longer, you might want to keep as much surveillance on that town for as long as you can, so you can know as much.
right? I mean, did she ask for coin? For, information? Doubt it's free.
She was kind enough to name a price for later.
right? Because I got nothing on me. You know? I guess I can ask. Alright, well, I mean, what leads you got? It's close by? Far?
No leads right now. She's doing any more investigation. Sorry, I misworded myself.
So you're just, that's all you got then? Just knowing that someone's on the trail for you?
She seemed capable. I have faith. Though admittedly, it's not like I have much of a choice.
Honestly, not fun of working with them. You know, humans all. They may be the stinky kind like us, right? But even then, it's still a difference. But I mean, if you're trusting them, well, guess I could give it a shot. They didn't look at us funky at all. They looked at us like any other fucker coming to the camp. At least that's what I think.
I'm not too sure about them, but there are smooth skins, and then there are people. As far as their side of the fence, I consider them people. And he will kind of look over back towards the group and look back over towards Cole. You ready to head on back?
Man. See, I'm a little torn because one hand, right, they're dealing with us, but I mean, your thing is easy. You're just looking for one person, right?
One person amongst an entire country.
True, but that's a little less repercussions of me trying to more selfishly, you know, like burn a whole town.
I mean, the Hoard is trying to take down an entire fort. That's one pillar amongst many.
That's true.
You will get there, but for the meantime, you have to do your part. Remain good relations with the Hoard. That includes some of our own, and kind of gestures his head over towards Razanoth.
I mean, I'm trying. I'm singing songs, and I'm trying to be friendly. I even changed up the name for him, right? I changed it up. They didn't want it. He just don't like me. So, fuck, I don't know what to do.
Get him to like you.
So...
I'm sure you're capable. You've done things that you probably didn't want to do for others. You might need to bring back that tactic.
Just go out and then put in the fucking stupid box again. Well,
He'll kind of furrow his eyebrows and just place a hand on Cole's shoulder and just. I didn't mean it like that, but you get what I mean.
Oh, I know. I mean, I don't mind putting on a smile for people. It's fine. I like to do it naturally. But, you know, force is another thing. I'll see what I can do. But I don't think there's gonna be much. I'll give it a shot. Sure, I'll give it a shot.
I'm sure you can be persuasive.
Well, I persuaded that one fucker that the cannon fucker. That was his name. I don't remember. But you know,
Don't kink shame Cole.
Listen. You're right. Yeah. I'll try to be nicer to him, even if it means I gotta sing less.
You're gonna need as many allies as you can have in order to take down that town of yours.
He just kind of kicks at the dirt, sulking.
Don't worry though, you already have a +1. And a little smile will kind of come on his face and he'll just kind of give a clap on the shoulder, which probably feels like a punch, but...
You like get the clap, you're just like, oof.
Yeah.
Yeah, +1, and he reaches his arm out to kind of pat what he can around the giant arm to like.
I was gonna say if you slapped him, it's like it feels like stone. Ow!
He like pats it. He like makes it. He couldn't reach his shoulder, but he actually no. If he goes over, yeah, he like pats his shoulder, just like, "Fuck you made out of rock." Just like pat, 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 scrunch, scrunch, scrunch.
He'll just perseverance, and he'll start walking back to the group.
Before he leaves, he says, "Hey, thanks, mate. I guess I'll ask you some questions. So, you guys do your thing. I'll be back."
All right. Oh my god.
Go over to the
And he will walk over to. He will walk over to Drekel.
What are they doing?
And stop him from wandering aimlessly into places that he shouldn't.
You would see Porostix like keeping an eye on him and then like just inching closer as he like walks around.
He's just a shadow at this point.
Oh my fucking god.
He's full on like sometimes behind a tree, like red eyes like gleaming through the night.
You guys would walk back and finally see Raznoth's new raven.
Cole is not there, so you know Raznoth can sit happy for a little bit.
Yeah. Peace. Well, at least while Drekel's wandering, but that's Porostix's responsibility, so to speak.
Porostix volunteered himself, so Raznoth.
Yep.
He's been demoted to babysit.
No, it's an honor to exercise something that's been giving people trouble.
Escort mission.
Yeah,
I'm just like picturing more like you know those babies that for toddlers. He's like, all right, you stay there, and there's the toddler cannot get out. That's what I imagine.
Except it's him.
Yes.
Like Druckle's arms and legs are stuck through in between the ribs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So anyways, guys, as you set up for net camp for your things for the morning, getting your guys ready to go to sleep as you've summoned kids, had your talks, wrangled your cowboy.
Can I when do I have my talk with my big wife, my lord, 6'2", muscly, beautiful babe who will hunt me and Cam to the moon?
Stop talking.
Were you wanting to talk to Zaku? Sorry, you're lost me halfway through.
Sandra.
Cole wanted to have a quick word.
Okay,
with,
so you want her back to camp?
Yeah, it wanders over back to the bandit camp. Just a quick word, and then he's gonna dip out.
Okay, sorry. So you want her back to the bandit camp? Wrong camp.
I feel like we should send someone with him too. Like,
I feel like we should leave the universe to its devices.
But I'm just worried that Cole has a very personal way with talking with folk, and I'm worried that the lady at the front will misinterpret it.
I'm sure he'll be fine.
Okay, I mean, that's your prerogative. I'm sorry, Vex. I'm sorry, Cole.
He'll look over back towards Raznoth though, and it's just
That's new. You've always been able to do that.
Well,
okay.
Technically, I picked up the spell recently and have not had the resources.
That's fancy. What can it do?
Let me show you. And it flutters up under your shoulder and in your... I fucking hate gold.
Wait.
Wait. Gold.
Yes.
I don't even know what Cole would react to that. I feel like that's a particular Yeah, no, I'm just gonna quickly just check. See. He just sits there with a bit of a straight face and just kind of like looks over towards the bird and it's just with a little bit of a huff. Whether or not that was a sigh or escaped laughter that had been crushed down and condensed to its smallest form, you can't tell. But he just...
What else can it do?
Betrayal.
Well, it can scout ahead for us. I can telepathically communicate with it, and I can switch my senses into it. Essentially, I can see through its eyes.
Good. That'll be plenty of help for our missions. Alright, well, for the meantime.
And kind of looks around. Notices that, technically speaking, the only people that were available for making camp were Gazrog, and I have no idea how good he is at that. The two goblins that were talking to each other the entire time. Raznoth, who was preparing his spell. So Quill looks...
was not going to help.
Yeah,
I would have done
Quill
it.
looks... Okay, yeah, Horsticks definitely...
would have helped.
Horsticks and Cole! I love you guys. Yeah, no,
This is just a roasting. This is the roasting hour. Where
He
we
just kind of-
fun each other.
He kind of looks around at that and it's just...
Well, for the meantime then, do we know how we're going to do our watches?
I mean, I can take the first watch if need be. I'm gonna work on something anyway in the meantime.
Oh, you can trust me.
Right behind him is Porosticks, like, looming over.
Bex kind of just gives the shaking, like the shaking of the head, just like, no.
I can have my raven circle and keep an eye out.
Yeah, okay, that might be better actually.
For the entire
That
night?
is not a replacement for the watch. Yes,
Right.
he can rest during the day while we travel.
Alright, well... if that's the case, then perhaps we should do pairs.
reiterate, it should not replace a watch.
Alright.
Well, I'd be willing to take the first night if you guys want to rest up. I'm fairly healed up right now anyway, as it is.
I can also just, sorry, excuse me, as I speak up right behind Draco. I can essentially pay attention the whole time, as long as I'm standing still.
Oh, really? Do you not require sleep or something?
Well, it's kinda like that.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, if you want to do it, I was just offering to be nice.
But you should... You...
I just want to make sure
surround
if you...
folks should still do a proper watch, however.
Yeah, I was just offering to do it to be nice, just in case you wanted to do anything, but I can still take a shift or two if you need be.
Maybe I will be busy tonight, and then his eyes just like dart downwards towards Draco.
Well, now hold on there. I got questions. I got lots of questions.
We do not wish to answer your questions.
I think Cole actually has something he needs to do, so maybe we can discuss the...
Yeah, so as you guys finish working out your watches, Cole, you walk up to see Shandar organizing her men as they're putting stuff away, and as you approach, Shandar looks over and goes, well, it looks like the other one walked back, and what do you want?
He just got hands in his pocket, doing the whole, like, one-legged, just like, So, been told you good at information seeking, whatnot? Yeah.
She looks you up and down, Cole, just because this exasperated look of like, what is it that you want?
I mean, just double checking. I mean, you know, you're bandits, so I'm assuming you probably don't really care for them. People, humans. I mean, you didn't bat an eye at the batshit old man that's in a cage, right?
We don't really care much for the people of the country. No, we are bandits after all. Most of us are here for a reason, one or another.
Cool. Alright. Given you guys bandits, you're probably really good at this, but, you know, Town Sunshine.
Yes, I know the town of Sunshine. Mining town.
Yeah, one town. You know who runs it. All that jazz.
Well, I know of him. It's not like I know the man personally.
Well, so, yeah. So, actually, question, DM,
Yes.
would Cole have known where some of Syndosa's stuff had been laying around, like the items that he had, where he generally kept a vault of his belongings, riches, shit like that?
I mean, you knew he had a vault in his house. You wouldn't know exactly what was what. It's not like he had you go in there and clean his shit for him.
Yeah, of course.
You are aware that there was a vault in his house, though.
Okay, as long as it was somewhere that he knew. Alright, cool.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I don't know how much it costs, so maybe get a little quota. But basically, I've got some beef with that town, specifically the guy that runs it. I mean, kind of got plans about doing that already, but maybe you got. What do you do for updates on shit like defenses and stuff like that? Location, where he might be going, where he might be at the time.
You want us to keep an eye on Sandrosa?
Just a general eye, just, you know, if, I guess when a move is made, I'll ask about him. Really just, generally if he's gonna be in town or not, and maybe like how the defenses are that day. If they're not soldiers, if they got more recently, that sort of deal.
So, you want us to keep information on the town for you? Gather intel on the weaknesses and such?
Something like that. I could tell you a little bit about the, rich men.
Not generally our forte, that's more of a scouting. We tend to take banditry road activity, occasionally gather information, though I suppose it couldn't hurt to send a few men in to check Sunshine for you, if you wish.
I mean, honestly, you dress like anyone else and just walk right in, you could probably get away with it. Travelers.
I mean, obviously, it's not as if we're running around as anything different than the average citizen, though I admit I myself wouldn't be able to do as much at the moment.
Alright. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to be doing anything right now, but I mean, how much would that cost?
If you're just looking for general information about the town, specifically, let's call it 30 gold.
30? Alright. And, let's see. Would there be a discount if I could tell you where, possibly hides his money? Just wondering.
She kind of looks at you and gives you a laugh. You have the wrong sort of criminal, my friend. We are bandits, not thieves. We tend to take what we want from raids and attacks, and anyone foolish enough to raid a town, well, let's just say you would need a sizable small army at your side. I don't want to get my men killed over something as simple as getting a safe from a rich man's vault.
Well, all things considered, if it was taken care of, yeah, no, because alright, 30 gold. Guess we'll be back sometime.
Very good. once you pay us, I will send a couple of my men in to gather all the information you require. Is there anything else you would like of me, Mr. Cole?
I remember my name.
If only because the other hobgoblin kept seeming to mutter under his breath with the phrase, fuck you.
He loves me. Don't be fooled by it. But, I'm just your average bird. You got anything on hand that might be of interest for later when I come back?
I have no idea, but we'll keep in mind open for you and like I said, we'll send them in once you have payment. Your little group will keep us a business arrangement is all good.
Alright, sounds good, boss. Thanks. And he pivots his foot and does the whole, he uses the momentum of his other leg to swing him around, and then he just starts to whistle a tune while he heads back.
You just hear a muttering next as he goes, I can kind of see why the other one doesn't like him much, Bruce.
Another one to the list.
God. Why?
It's like everybody hates Chris, but it's everybody hates Cole.
The discrimination is off the charts.
He's just vibing, man.
You were playing an uncharismatic bard. How?
God, I forgot to ask if I could do a possible persuasion check, but too late. Oh well.
Yeah, I mean, it depends what you were trying to persuade for to get a lower price. You didn't really give him a reason for a lower price. It's saying, I'm charming.
Yeah.
Which at this point, they look at you like, you are an idiot.
They're not wrong.
Unfortunately, this is not the Hobgoblin High Priestess. This one has no interest in you.
Sadness, tears, so many tears. Yeah, he's gonna head back and then he's gonna see a raven. Just like, oh look, he has a bird! What's his name?
He does not have a name.
He didn't give your bird a name.
I hate
Does not need.
No, not you too. Come on, you just met me. Okay, how about this? What about Baltimore?
Oh, sorry.
That's alright.
That was my alarm.
Yeah, no worries.
You are not naming it.
What about cheese?
I hate Cole.
We'll call it Rasnov Jr. then. Alright, we got it.
I will say, Heath, if you don't mind, I'd rather, have me decide when it mimics stuff.
Fair enough.
Yeah, sorry,
It does technically have a mind of its own, though.
Okay, you can, jump. I am giving, a... pick.
God. But, also, he'll just, he'll walk up to Rasnov, just like, Hey, good question.
He looks up at you.
So, I know that we haven't been going on the right foot, and he also looks over at Poor Sticks, whatever it is he's doing. He's following around Druckle, I'm assuming, with his glowing eyes in the dark.
Druckle's doing some crossbow tricks, and I'm just glaring at them, being like, why? What's the purpose? There has to be a purpose to crossbow trick.
This sentence is
That's
wrong. Do not confuse.
360 no scope.
Yeah, he'll look at Rasnoth and then he'll kind of point over to Poor Sticks and just like, I know that we're not on the right foot, and he looks at Gazrog. Actually, I think we've been okay. We've been, button heads a little bit, and yeah, I called you a nickname that you didn't like, so I tried to change it, and I was just wondering, what will have me liking you more? You liking me more? Let's work something out here. The compromise. He just kind of plops down. Is Rathnot sitting?
He is sitting.
Okay, he will plop down right in front of him, legs crossed.
Just to set the scene, he was reading his book with the raven on his shoulder.
Okay. He interrupted him reading his book. That is already breach time. He's leaning in, just, well, Molly is, even though, and he kind of points to one of his ears that had been nicked off of the tip.
Distance would be a good start.
He scoots back. Alright, distance.
Social distancing.
Social distancing, 6 feet away.
A little bit of quiet time every now and then.
Alright. How much is every now and then?
How about with some comedic timing all of a sudden in the background?
Bless you!
Oh, you got some on my scapula.
See, those two are not social distancing.
Oh my fucking
Chuckle
God.
needs a mask.
While I am reading would be a
No, he
good
needs a bandana. That's what he needs.
I do need a bandana.
He does need a bandana.
Actually, Vex, you know what? Vex is gonna run over to Raznoth after hearing the whole distancing part, and he just kind of hands him a note and then just walks away.
Hands who a note? Hands Raznoff a note?
Yes.
Okay. We'll just
Just on the note, it just says, "Sorry for pushing you into the pit."
Aww,
Vex. And Vex goes back to clean his crossbow, looking to challenge Drumkull to a crossbow contest. A shooting contest.
Raznoth will just we'll hold the note up, and the raven will fly it over to the fire and drop it.
Oh,
Big sad.
big sad.
Did he
baby,
read it?
No.
He did read it.
Okay.
Okay.
What was
well,
that?
No one must know what that note said.
with that lovely scene ending, guys, because it's getting late, I'm going to
Oh,
say a couple
heck
things before we
yeah.
polish up. Yeah, it's already past midnight for me, and it's 2 a.m. for you, Zaku.
3 for me.
Sweat.
I will say,
It's
with
midnight,
that, I
guys.
will say with you guys prepping up for your nights, I will open up and point out the fact that I have opened up a little part called the Planning Hordes Attacks section in the GM channel. That is for you guys if you wish to give suggestions for the party to do a quest that will help the Horde. Feel free to put it in there and have like a group chat section with you guys during your watches to discuss if you want to do a special Horde attack mission to convince the party.
Is this in RP in character, or is this as players planning?
For the sake of fun, let's make it RP and characters for you guys.
Hey.
Yay!
So you guys can
Oh,
RP.
you're
That's basically the RP channel for camp scene planning your Horde attacks.
Okay.
Okay.
So it'll be basically good for times like this when we're going to do camp scenes and it's just the night, so you can do your camp scene Horde planning here. And you guys, if you guys come up with anything, I will make the maps and set it up for you if I believe it's a viable option.
Hey.
Sounds good. I like it.
So with that, we'll end tonight's game.